I muted you. Woo! Hello everybody. Welcome in to session 2. It feels like lying. Welcome to session 2 of Symphony of Storms, season 2. We are going to we got to 100 and I think it was about 170 with the ones we didn't count. 170 sessions before we started season 2, so I think that's pretty good. We're going to get started in a moment in our traditional fashion of having ourselves a little recap. So if I could get a D1 hundo from everybody, please.
You need to
what we got going
on stream. It looks like we like Sophie and I did something bad, and we're like being like shoved to the side over there to the left.
I know, yeah.
Back from the other people.
By the way, in case I didn't tell you guys, because I don't know if I said anything. Anthony's not joining us. No.
Oh, okay. I was trying to be respectful. I'm like, I know he's always late. It's fine.
There's a perfectly shaped elephant, space there between us. will remain empty today.
55.
55, nice. For stream.
Hey, Zilly's back.
Zilly is gone for good, I fear.
What?
As is Malgak, Atha, Kadika.
Whoa,
Have the names somewhere of the 16 other NPCs that you got killed.
Do we? Why are we starting off the session with a kill list? What's going on?
Because I sent it to him.
I feel like it's almost
Come on.
included in the recap. Either way, let's get going. British Jack, how are you doing? How'd you like to do us a recap today?
Oh, I know all of the things that happened in the last session.
You do obviously have notes as well that you can look at.
Oh, fantastic. Where is they?
Did you ever
Like they always are.
ask for access to the notes?
I have no idea.
Likely not then. Should someone
Is
else
it
do
not
that today?
in the Symphony of SS War Room?
It is at the top.
And it's pinned in the SS.
Pinned, and it's labeled notes.
Notes and drive. Request
It's on a
access.
Google. Yeah.
There's Tuesday.
Weird.
Yes.
Okay, how do you spell Pedor? Is it like with an A or an E?
P-A-L-O-R? No?
Is it an E or A?
D-O-R-K, dork. This is fatal.
Oh yeah, P-E-L-O-R. Your DJ is correct.
P-E-L-O-R, yeah.
Yeah.
P-E-L-O-R.
There we go.
Yeah,
You have
give it
access to the
wrong.
notes. Take it away whenever you're ready.
Take the notes. Can do.
No
Symphony of
control
Storms
page, please.
log.
No, Tuesday D&D. There's like a.
Oh, that's not right. Wait, okay, wait.
No.
Shit. Oh, I've closed it. Wait, give me a second.
You can do it.
Such riveting content on this
We'll get there.
Tuesday D&D. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Cool. How far down do I need to scroll?
Not at all. It's always at the top.
Oh, cool.
We do the new one at the top.
Session 1, Season 2. is the last
Session 2, Season 2, Anno Domini. We start back at the coast! Exclamation mark. Is that
Probably
the
the next
whole... Oh, okay, right. New year, new season, new session. The party... Oh, I can't read.
Please don't make fun of my notes.
The party walks through the part... Wait, what? Through...
Okay, you don't need to read them word for word, man.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not imaginative enough for this shit. The party walks through the party and successfully returns to Saltmarsh. We arrive and drew quite a crowd. The group proceeds quietly towards the council hall and calls for a meeting. The meeting is in session and is quite gloomy. The recap of what has happened leaves everyone quite depressed. Wow, this is depressing. What happens from now on will be discussed tomorrow. Now we rest. On the way home, the group splits up and the last 3 members of Symphony arrive at the Locked House.
Locked house.
That's what I said. There they meet a stranger. Numnut Ben Shinnok. Someone sent by the Sultana to assist the symphony, and in anything from here on out. The group has some diner, whilst Numnut scrims some hunted animal outside. Yumi calls on Coronel and asks him if he and his sister can stay with the symphony after what has happened. The evening Thredros calls upon Peter. Thredros needs to remember how to ask Peter, how long has it left? Any advice from dealing with the Sea of Dust? Did he chain to the Astral Phoenix? I don't know what any of this means, by the way. I wasn't paying enough attention clearly last
Also,
let's pause there. Mel, take over, please.
I'm sorry,
thank
what?
God. Okay. Yes, so Thredros communes with her god, Paylor, and asks him some questions.
Oh shit, that's
for
Mel.
example... What?
Nothing, don't worry.
Okay. Like, for example, how long we have left and any advice from him he could give us. Also, if Paylor was related to the chaining of the Astral Phoenix. She does get a response that she has a bit more time, at least. It's sort of very vague, a very vague response, because I don't think it was actually her ability she used. It was sort of just an attempt to commune. So she gets an answer, at least to the fact that they do have a little bit more time. At least that's how Thredros interprets it. We then pan over to Yumi's room, where where Yumi tries to, through Malgak's amulet, tries to call upon Verima, or at least to ask to tell her that Malgak has done a lot for her, and sort of what's the word there? Tries to call upon her to maybe do something for Malgak as well in exchange. No response is there. Then next morning we all convene. We have a little bit of morning breakfast, or we wanted to, but our dwarf cook was still asleep. So we were all like, all right, what do we do now? We have a little bit of a conversation. Numad informs the party that that he has spotted a couple extra-planar people in the city, which I have actually edited after getting some more information. So there is, in fact, 2 Celestials. One we later found out is Sophie. 2 Fae. 1 Undead and 1 Elemental that he has spotted in the city so far. He doesn't know who they are, he just knows they are there, and he would require you to go there and check those out if needed. First we do, since that's the most close by, go to the Celestial that is hiding among the refugees, or at least so we believe. There we met our then, shortly afterwards, new companion named Sophie, a woman with a strange aura about her, but seems pretty nice, though a little bit sort of seemingly not very fond of sort of authority, it seems. Since Yumi tried to be sort of all lordly like, and it didn't seem to land with her, at least for now. She does want to help us though, especially since we sort of shortly after, during the conversation, figured out she is a Celestial, and apparently her god, which was Saint Cuthbert, has died as well. She wants to help us out with the whole god's dying thing. Suddenly in the distance we hear a couple warning shots go off. We go to check it out, and we see a ship come close with red sails, and I think it was black wood, right?
Yep.
So very, very menacing looking. I'm not sure how we figured it out, but it's apparently called the Infernal Tide. Did it say it on the side or something?
It's written on the side of the ship.
Oh, okay, yeah. Written on the side of the ship is called the Infernal Tide. We go down to the coast to meet a small rowboat that is coming from Infernal Tide. There we meet Captain Nell, the captain of the Infernal Tide, who explains to us that she's a merchant hailing from the Hook Peninsula. This is a place we haven't heard of in quite some time. To the south, lots of jungle, and also where actually Thredros comes from. Also, at least that area, So apparently there's a lot of chaos there as well. I think I picked up something like a civil war is happening, and also the jungle is has gotten a lot more dangerous than usual. So lots of shit's going on there as well, and she has come here to just do some business. In the meantime as well, Eva has summoned a very cool fancy Pegasus, which helped her down the cliff. We used magic from our wizard Yumi to get down there quicker. We have a little bit of a discussion. We request a search of the boat because we're a little bit on high alert, so we just want to make sure there's nothing weird on that boat. But then we are reminded that we also have a council meeting we need to attend to in just a little bit, so I'm pretty sure, and I asked a couple people, so I'm not quite sure about that anymore, but I think, and this is the end of the session basically, I think we delegated Captain Gon to search the ship, and then so we can go to the council meeting, right? Yeah. And that was basically the end of it. End of session.
Would anybody like to add anything to that?
To clarify, I was late on the cast, and Yumi helped me down the cliff, just to give him a little more credit there.
Okay.
So yeah,
That is true.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't.
It was
read
the 10-minute
spell.
thing. I remember now.
Sorry about that. No, Yumi was the hero there.
Well, you still got your Pegasus though, and it looks very good.
Yeah, in the end, so that's good.
All right, beautiful. Thank you very much. That's lovely. Mel, go ahead and grab yourself a inspiration. Play yourself
Already got one.
Wish. Feel free to give it out if you give one out to somebody.
I mean, I'm not sure who hasn't one. Doesn't have one.
2 moments. The people that don't have one is everybody else. You're the only person that currently has an
It's free game.
Oh, okay. Just in case, because I feel like I will give it over to our new leader currently. I will go over to Yumi, in case he stresses out or does something crazy and
He
needs
needs that persuasion check.
to make it work. Oh yeah, for example,
He needs a
persuasion or something.
persuasion check.
Please. Okay, please.
I'll give it over to him because I feel like he is likely needs it the most, essentially. So.
Gosh. This is gonna go bad.
Have a little faith, at least. Come on.
It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have fun.
Oh god, that worries.
Yeah, whatever he says. Those
Not what I
words.
wanted to hear.
Personally, I will have fun. No, I'm kidding.
You can look everyone else. He said.
Basically. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Cool. If nobody wants to add anything else, then let's jump into it. This is surprisingly good music for just being called Starship. I'm not sure if I. Anyway. Being home again. The rain falls in a light, misting drizzle around you, just enough to bead on your clothes and dampen your hair. The air smells of salt and seaweed mingling with the faint aroma of fish and smoke from the distant chimneys. All the cobblestones glisten underfoot, reflecting the grey skies and the faint glow of lanterns strung around the streets as you make your way through the bustling town of Saltmarsh. You have never known it be this busy, this crowded. And you pick up on whispers and people talking, going about their busy lives, trying to survive in this now chaotic, ending world. The rhythmic crash, with that, everybody give me a perception roll. The rhythmic crash of waves against the nearby docks fills the air, and it's a constant reminder.
Yeah, here we go.
Good, get that out.
Fucking hell.
Everybody shuffles quickly from one shelter to another, heads bowed against the rain and their voices muffled by the patter. is a.
Are these? Are you? Do you have new dice? They're
I have
good.
new dice. I saw there was dice with like Black Ops font, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's lock it."
That looked familiar. That did look familiar. Oh my god.
Look at that too.
Yeah, that's Black Ops, alright.
Great.
As you're making your way along to the town hall, having left Nell and Gone behind to sort out their business, which Gone is seemingly more than happy to sort for you, as having very much stepped up to the plate and becoming a sort of dock master to the town now, amongst other things in your absence, whilst you're away taking care of it. There's going to be a few things that a couple of you, which is to say Sophie and Jürgen, will hear. Sort of whispers, rumors, just interesting little tidbits of conversation you pick up on as you are scurrying along to the council hall. Do with these what you will, but I'm going to send you those via DM, and if you want to share them, if you want to do something else, that is completely up to you. So
I'm gonna be PRP for 1 second. Food is coming.
Sure. May I send a message as we're walking to the hall? Or hold on, let me check.
We're in rage for that?
Message? Sorry, sending? Sending? Sorry.
You can always cast.
Yeah.
Sending.
May I cast sending to Thane? I would just like to ask Thane to give Gon a hand and use the gem of see invisibility to help look the ship for anything that would not be seen without it.
Sure. Just roll, obviously consume resources and roll me a d20 first to see if anything untoward happens. There's not. No thread rustling today. Go ahead and Jack, I will ask you to reply as Thane if you would. So please.
He stepped away.
He did, yes,
He stepped away.
What is your problem,
second
Sally?
before you hear me out.
Listen, he stepped away, so I didn't say what I was going to say. I just sort of put it out there, you know. I assumed that's fine.
Did you do that on purpose? Did you wait till somebody walked away and you're like, can I message that person?
No. I just didn't roleplay it because I wasn't here. So I was like, just send him to tell him to do this and do that. Yeah.
Stepping away.
What he says no, though?
Yeah, well, this is it, because I feel like Thane might actually be picked up on him. Can you wait a minute?
Sure, I can wait a moment, yeah.
I'm not sure if Thane actually is.
We're going on
trying
foot,
to
right?
help
So it will take a while if we get.
If he says
yeah.
no, he's banned from Saltmarsh.
What?
Oh, he's
Style.
He's back.
Go ahead, do it.
Thane, could you do me a favor? Could you head to the docks and help Gon look the ship with your see invisibility gem? They're checking about. Thank you.
Why the fuck are you looking me up? I was dreaming of beautiful angels, and Valkyrie women were all over me.
What the?
Fine.
Was that long moan? Was that one word or multiple?
Pick up 6 words. Valkyrie women. Crazy.
Bane will get to that, but he will get to that in a slow, begrudging manner.
Was this about Valkyrie women?
No, just someone I was talking to was
You can
dreaming
hear
about them. I
Miss
woke them up. No, I said Valkyrie women after the sending.
Oh yeah, right.
I woke them up.
Okay.
He was dreaming, apparently.
Oh god. Okay. God. Chaos, pure chaos. Alright, you all head along. Feel free to move your tokens if you wish to the
Maybe
town
still
hall,
doesn't
to the
have
council hall if you know where that is.
It's paused.
And you can see as the infernal tide is now beginning to slip closer. They can't pick up too much speed here.
There we go.
They can't pick up too much speed here, so it's a slow process bringing them into port, into harbor. Nell has at this point gone back to their ship. Gon has gone to make sure that all the ships understand that they are allowed in at this point, and everybody is going about their business. I have sent to both Jürgen and Sophie the interesting little tidbit of information that you pick up, and do with that what you will. Just a little something that catches your attention as you are.
I think
As
on the
you're
way
wa-
there, on the
Sorry,
sort
no,
of halfway at some point, since no one seems to be picking up any conversation, Numal actually would be. I don't know. I guess we're sort of moving in a group, a column or something, right? I don't know. Or we're like moving through the city. But how it is formed, I would sort of while walking still, Khadidra, would join Sophie, sort of walk beside the Nomad, sort of bows, and I'm not sure if I have been introduced earlier. I was away scouting, seeing what the noise was about. I am Numat Ben Shanok. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes. I didn't catch your name previously, but I did notice you set up camp in their back garden.
I did. I'm used to living outside. I just wanted to say I'm looking forward to working with you. Usually, seeing one of your kind, celestial, it is usually a good sign. While it might also mean that there's something bad is happening in the world, but it also signifies that one god or another has sent their guidance out to the world. So I'm looking forward to the wisdom you might share with us.
I'm gonna have to get used to that, aren't I? Yeah, it definitely wasn't the latter. My god died.
Well, either way, I'm sure your powers will be very useful in the coming days.
I mean, I can do some stuff.
I'm sure. He just sort of bows respectfully and sort of with the introductions done, he will just he will not like walk away or anything, but he will sort of just look back forward, unless you have something else to say or ask.
Hey, how do you find me anyway? Does everyone know that I'm angelic?
I do not believe so. It is a power, a sense I was taught from young on. You have a certain aura that you give off. So celestials, usually all very similar, bright, shining, giving off a comforting aura.
Then suppose I can switch it off if I tried.
It would be news to me, and a terrifying thought if other beings could do that as well.
Yeah, I can see how that might be a problem if it was a devil doing it. Yeah, no, fair warning. If you're expecting miracles, I don't know if I was supposed to be able to do those, but I wasn't taught that yet. If I ever was going to be.
I'm sure just trying your best will be good enough. After all, I am sure that you have much wisdom to share.
Not really.
This is the first time Nomad sort of falters a bit, sort of like and brow raised. No?
Oh,
For how long have you exactly been you?
me? Well, I mean, the angel thing is new. That was like a few months. Before that, I was just human.
Well, you were likely chosen for a purpose, yes? So...
Yeah. I mean, maybe. They didn't tell me.
Huh. Very well. Well, I believe that there likely was a purpose and likely a reason, and whatever that may be, it sure will come in useful.
Nice.
Nods.
Well, if you figure that out, let me know.
All right. Nomad seems a lot less sure now, but as he was at the start. Okay. Very well.
Hey, look, man, I didn't know how this happened. I got killed by bandits, and they were like, "Hello, my child, you are now the newest angel." And I'm so like, why? That was my experience, honestly. I mean, there was a lot more swearing involved, but it was basically just why me? That was the main thing.
I see. Well, alright then. It came out well, except for the sort of falling from heaven, I guess, part, until recently. I assume it was a good life lived.
Yeah, let's say that.
Very well.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I just got killed by bandits.
That is alright. I do have to admit, I am caught off because I have only met another Celestial once before, and they were a lot more. He uses one hand, is not holding the spear, so sort of just kind of gesture for trying to get a word, basically, you know, like trying to remember a word. They were more, I have to admit, no offense, they were more...
Awful?
No,
Terrible.
sure of them, confident, sure of themselves, and their purpose and mission and everything.
I never said I wasn't confident, I'm just saying I don't have a purpose.
But more...
Conviction.
It's not the right words.
Annoying?
No, not that either.
I try to be as unannoying as possible, though I don't know, it just doesn't always work.
They just seem to sort of...
Go on. You getting there?
More... fit the part?
Bingo!
You know, I have to admit, now that you have talked with you a bit more, you seem a lot... While I can certainly sense the aura, still, you seem a lot less celestial, I guess.
That's what I said!
Well... Either way, I think, until proven otherwise, stand by that I'm sure you will be useful in the coming days.
No, I'm an outsider.
Whatever they may be.
I'm supposed to be getting used to this, but it sounds like you have less of an idea than me.
Hey, do you want to see something freaky?
No, who are you asking this to?
I pull up my fringe, and has anyone seen biblically accurate angel eyes before?
I mean, yeah.
I could be part spider. There's about 14 eyes in a weird geometric pattern on my forehead, but you didn't notice them before. As far as you're concerned, it was just smooth skin beyond the fringe. But now suddenly a bunch of these weird eyes open and they're staring at you, but nobody else seems to have noticed.
I see.
Can we all see
Once
this?
again, you are a lot less the usual Celestial that I've seen.
You guys
or
can
heard
see
of.
it, yeah.
Oh, put it back down! Oh! Do they all work?
How does this work?
Yeah.
Oh! Put it down. Keep that contained. No offense, that's off-putting.
Your beard's off-putting.
I like to think so. It's very intimidating.
Yeah.
It is curious, I would say.
Anymore.
Well,
Sophie is what you would call part of the Holy Trinity of Symphony of Storms.
Ugh.
Huh.
The three holy ladies.
it's true. You got Eva, Sophie, and Thredos now.
You guys have holy ladies?
Surrounded.
We do now.
The Fedros is one.
I'll be honest, there's only one reliable one. There's
Oh
not
shit,
because
I'm one of them. I didn't realize.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Carry on.
I think Ty, I hate to say it, is probably the only one that actually backs up what he says. He gave us a spelljammer. Never forget that guy. May he rest in peace.
Wait, he gave you a spell gem?
I stole it. I kind of stole it, but I...
Oh, yeah.
It was supposed to be ours.
wasn't there for that. You
Wait.
wasn't there for that.
Ty
Yeah.
the god?
Yeah, the god.
You stole.
I wasn't stolen. It was supposed to be mine. Ours. Mine. But we,
Ours.
in the middle of it. Ours. It's supposed to be ours.
And what is it? Does it block spells?
No. It
The thing-
flies and it plane shifts.
A spelljammer is a kind of ship.
It is an amazing ship. And we got one. It wasn't stolen, it was just taken under very dangerous. We were under attack. That's
Is it
all
the
I gotta say.
longboat that's currently sailing off into the distance?
No, it's sitting over there next to my tower.
It's sailing off into this to someone sees.
The one with the wings.
It's right there.
I was wondering where the longboat.
Isn't it impressive?
Yeah, it's certainly something.
He said we could have it, but he didn't. It got to a point where they all got attacked, and we were like, "Hey, let's just get the spelljammer and get the heck out."
What attacked him?
The people killing the gods, I guess, they were real dangerous.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they attacked Yule when we were there.
Holy hell.
Yeah, this was after. This was like. Once you got encased, the next step was we had a fight in like the Thunderdome, and then they attacked after I won.
Encased.
Yeah, he was encased in ice. I won the tournament, and then they attacked. So then we got on the ship and left.
Okay. Alright, this is weirder than I thought it was gonna be.
He didn't win.
It was Jurgen, yeah?
Yeah, that's my name.
I don't want to be. Tell me if I'm overstepping any bounds here, but. You're shrouded in an aura of imminent death. Is that normal?
We'll talk about that later.
I mean, I've had a very similar experience a couple weeks ago.
Well, there is a fact of the matter is when Yumi, Belgak, Fedros, they all found me. They found me already encased in a different block of ice. I am old, Sophie, but not physically old. I'm just from a completely different era. Back in my day, Salt Marsh did not exist, for example. Just putting it out there. Most of these kingdoms that the humans here and the elves and such populate, well, maybe elves kingdoms exist, but the human kingdoms weren't here.
Okay.
You are old.
When they froze me out, I didn't even speak their same language.
Oh. That is
That's how
weird.
different it was for me. Yeah, that was an annoying time. I'm happy I can speak it now.
And what does this have to do with the death thing?
You really want to know?
I mean, I don't want to be that person, but it's like, it seems important.
It's something I'm starting to remember ever since I got encased in ice a second time. Don't ask.
So it's always been a thing, right? So it's not like new.
Technically, for me, it is sort of new.
Okay.
The time where I came from, it experienced a cataclysm, if you will. My world, the people I live with, my kind, the mountain-born minotaur, the dwarves of the mountain, the ice, the frost giants of the mountain, people of the mountain. We were all worshippers of what is collectively known as the Asgardian or Norse pantheon. Odin, Thor. In those old days, a demon invasion happened much like is happening now, except unlike with where it's happening way over there, points like in the direction where demon invasion is, across the sea, way out of sight. Unlike how it's happening over there, where it happened directly on top of my home. My people, we basically had been tired. Demonic portal opened up on top of us.
What?
Yes.
You've done this before?
Yes, I told you. It's scarily similar to what happened back then. Though it was a much different person back then.
Who was it?
A different demon lord who opened it in the help of an ancient white dragon.
Ooh.
Let's just say his kind wasn't, or well, at least he wasn't too happy about us bringing his kind into the mountain with us. Anyway,
I'm gonna be honest, when I started this conversation, I just sort of assumed you'd hung out too much in Gradzil, and that's where it came from. This is
a lot bigger. Aside from that, it should also be noted that I do stand at the front whenever a fight breaks out. There's a lot of people that I felled with this hammer. And a lot of times I got felled while wielding this hammer. But
True.
I got back up. I suppose it's the combination of what happened so long ago that eradicated my people, the mountain we've even lived on, and saw me frozen in an ice storm. And just the way I fight. I was the king of the mountain. And now I am the last of my kind.
boy, I feel really bad. I'm sorry for poking you really hard earlier.
Don't worry about it. I'm learning to manage. And I have an amazing outlet. I just hit something really, really hard.
Yeah, yeah. Let's find something else to hit, not me.
Don't hit you.
Oh yeah, I've got a similar death thing. I don't know if it's exactly similar, because I've not been to Ancient Mountain Land. But I sort of, when I've quote-unquote fell, it wasn't really fell, it was sort of like being tossed through a hole. That's the analogy I'm using, I'm sticking with it. I sort of hit Gradzil really hard when I fell. And there's like some really nasty stuff there. Like this death curse.
I heard things were bad over there, I just didn't know how bad they were.
Yeah, anyway, apparently they're really, really bad because I'm pretty sure I wasn't a cripple before I hit Gradzil. And I don't know if it's because I hit it really hard or if it's because there's like a curse or something.
Yeah, I get now what Mamat means. You don't really speak like most Celestials I know either.
You know Celestials?
Yep.
Boy. There's a lot of people here that know Celestials. I feel like I don't know a lot of Celestials for someone who's like an angel or something.
Yeah, but you got like kind of thrown into it, right?
Well, yeah, they sort of brought me back, and then they were like, "My child, you're the latest angel," and then they died, and then I hit a city at 400 miles an hour.
I suppose they don't hand out pamphlets on being celestial.
I'm sure they would have if they had the time to.
So wait, quick question. Your
Yeah.
limp, your bum, is it your leg?
No, it's definitely the whole body.
Whole body?
Falling that high would probably do it.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it wasn't that. I didn't break anything. In fact, I think I was pretty good after hitting the earth that hard. I was pretty convinced that I was dead when I hit the. I mean, it hurt, but I didn't feel anything broken. And then it sort of felt like there were like centipedes in my skin.
Oh no!
Yeah, I know that feeling.
It was
That's
like
how
really nasty.
Just so you know this, Yumi, that's
Yeah,
how I
yeah.
felt when those steel fuckers kept punching me in the
Specifically
face.
centipedes.
Nasty.
I don't know if it was just a weird wriggling feeling in my flesh.
Oh
Like
Yeah.
the fleshy bits.
no, thank you.
Like the muscles.
Comes with
No.
it, you know?
It felt somewhere between venom and like having a cold.
Sounds quite terrible.
It
is
sucks.
Nasty.
It's still happening, by the way.
Oh, it's no
Okay,
nasty.
my shivers never last that long. I have a few times when I wake up where I can't stop shaking with my right hand because I've been hit in the head so many times. But
Ooh.
Not the centipedes. Those went away when I left Gradzol, but like I still feel like I have a cold forever.
Mhm.
And I can't tell if I've just had a really long cold, or if this is like a permanent thing.
Maybe your physical body just can't deal with what you've been given at the moment. Maybe you'll grow into it. Who knows?
that, or because your god is dead, you're losing your connection to the celestial plane that you're from, and you're kinda odd.
And the weird stuff in Gradzol. I think all of the above.
Well, with any luck, we can find you a way. Well, with any luck, we can find a way for you to, get back into proper working order so that doesn't bother you any. Do you also have the whole I don't need to eat, sleep, or drink kind of ordeal going on?
I haven't tried it. I've been eating, drinking, and sleeping.
Yeah, I do it too, but apparently I can also do without. And it's
I don't
weird.
wanna find out.
Trust me, after you're awake in the 2 to 6 hour with your eyes wide open, it gets really weird.
I don't always have eyes.
Oh yeah. Don't do that again. You'll scare the living daylights out of people here. They're already
they
talking
can't-
about whispers and
They can't
spirits in
see
the
my
lantern.
eyes unless I want them to.
Don't let them ever. Don't ever want them to see those eyes. Like they're talking about the lanterns already having spirits in them, watching them.
Well, they can't
Yeah,
see unless
hey.
I want them to.
Like I pull up my fringe and I've just there's no eyes there.
Yeah, that's even weirder.
Is it? Oh, never mind then.
Can't you just give yourself two?
It's pretty much like an all or nothing thing.
Ooh.
I can either have eyes or not.
Maybe we need to buy you a blindfold to wear with eyes on it, and then
A really
It's
big
like-
hat.
It's like, how do I explain it? It's like things that you can and can't consciously do. Like, you guys can raise your eyebrow, right?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you try raising the other eyebrow than the one you usually raise?
Okay, without closing the other eye, yeah, sure. But I can't really do it.
Yeah, it's like that. I'm sure it's possible, but I can't do it.
I mean, maybe can you see if you wear a blindfold?
Personally, I do not feel it to be that weird. I've seen worse.
Well, I mean, It depends on how big the blindfold is, because I've got eyes like all over my face, and it's.
Yeah, but if you have no eyes and have one blindfold, people will just assume there's 2 eyes under there.
Yeah, you're just blind.
I guess I could wear. I mean, this is pretty much a blindfold. It covers up everything.
It does.
I'll be honest, like, sort of. I already had this friend when I became an angel. And, like, I had a friend before.
Did you see the attack coming by chance?
Say, okay, wait, what?
Did you see? No. Silly joke. I'm making joke about your friends because you say you have it before you became an angel. And I just asked if you saw the attack coming before.
Oh, yeah, I saw it coming. I mean, it wasn't over my eyes. I, like, pushed it out of my eyes.
I think a blindfold would be quite fitting though, because one wrong wind blow could just reveal it all.
Well, yeah, then there's just no eyes then.
Yeah, that would be
very
weird to a lot of people.
Yeah, I know, but, like, that would be a very normal reason to not have, to have a fringe this long. I feel like people see my fringe and they're like, that she's probably got a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just told us about it.
Yeah, but I feel like people can pick that up.
I guess.
To be clear, she is leaning on a crutch and she hasn't looked in your direction when she addresses you. She addresses you like a blind person would, where she doesn't look in your direction.
This is gonna have some difficulties, that's for sure. But if you can keep up and help out, you'll be useful.
Like I said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, should we go get to that meeting, you? I don't know.
Oh, look, we're here.
I suppose we should. This is not gonna go well.
Why is it not gonna go well?
What did you do?
No, nothing. My patience is running thin.
Oh, so it's not going to go well because you're going to make it not go well.
Well, sometimes, yes. Today I might behave myself.
It's very...
You sure you're like a leader of stuff?
No, our leader died. I have no choice but to take the mantle until I bring him back.
You could, like, give it to somebody who's good at leading.
Like who?
Jurgen looks like he would be a good
He's
leader.
just got back and knows nothing of what happened until now.
Yeah, but he's a quick guy. He could pick it up.
Yeah, once he picks it up, maybe. But until then, I'll keep the things afloat. Plus, I think I'm gonna try and bring him back too, so...
He looks capable enough to pick it up.
He is fairly strong. I don't doubt it.
You're a funny gal, Eva. Seriously though, why did I give you the amazing hair and then rip up my eyeball? Like, I feel I got the short end of that fucking deal.
Wait,
I'm
you're
still
missing an
salty
eyeball.
about how you ripped it out.
he's
Like, he
missing an
literally approached me and just took my eye out, the fucker. He's a good guy, he's a good guy, but he just took it out so absolutely wrong.
Do you want my honest opinions?
I feel like you're going to crush my heart and soul, but yes.
I was going to make another joke, but maybe if that's what you were expecting, I should probably not say it.
No. Say the truth.
Well, maybe all the Celestials are gathering knives so they could give them to Sophie.
Wait, hold on. Let me see those eyes. Yeah.
Hey, they weren't mine. They've got jars of the stuff up there.
Where did they get the eyes? They had to come from somewhere.
I don't know. Do you know how many people die and go to heaven? It's probably like a few.
God.
But apparently, Celestials and divine beings can just pluck eyes from people.
They can.
Without
Oh, he didn't just pluck it. He ripped mine out.
They can do like a lot of things, I think. Like, people like me really easily. And it's kind of creepy.
I guess you naturally give off an aura of calmness around them. We're probably not as affected because most of us have gone through a lot of stuff and we're kind of assholes. Not talking about you, I'm talking about me and you, Federal.
Hey,
See how stingy Fedros is. Like, it's absolutely insane.
Threadrose is broke.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, Threadrose is
What?
broke after she became a slave. They
What?
took all her stuff, yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, see? He knows nothing of what happened. Threadrose, magic is crazy. Threadrose tried to do some restoration and plane shifted to the city of Brass, I think it was, or Brass or something.
And they
Became
got
a slave. Rather than fight, was like, oh, okay, this is my life now, and went along with being a slave. No fight at all. After I had to save her, the Sultan, and I'll look towards Numat, just in case he doesn't know his name. The Sultan, our old friend, got her gear back. And, yeah.
Did he
I feel
have
like there are
to give
safer
her
ways to
back
solve our
the-
problems that don't require, like, high-level spellcasting.
I knew the
Wait,
Sultan's
find
reach
out.
was far, but I did not
Oh,
expect the
brother.
city of Brass, I have to admit.
That's quite far, you'd be surprised.
Yeah,
We
no,
go way
I-
back. Yeah, we go way back.
So I've heard.
But wait, did he have to give Tedros back the super shiny armor that's blinding?
Well, he had to. Well, I don't know what he wants. He's currently dying, and I don't think he's answered her questions because she didn't come to me and tell me what he said.
Hey, what's that about the Astral Phoenix?
The gods chained it up. That's what it's about.
How do you know
It is
this?
bound. I saw it. That's how.
You guys are just saying words at this point.
No. Other conversation. So that you saw these,
I
Like
saw it
vision?
with my own 2 eyes. Yes.
and
You know how I got stuck that one time, and you had to save me with the lightning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it again, and I saw it.
So
I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
there's an Astral Phoenix
A huge one.
that's being chained up by the gods. Why exactly?
Because that's what is at the other side of the weave. I think it's the weave pulls power from it. And that is what they are using to keep us limited.
So, and what you're going to do with this information?
Nothing.
What are you going to do with
Biggest
this
lie.
information?
Biggest lie
With
ever.
this information, I intend to do nothing and continue about my day.
It's got zero fucking modifier.
He is going to do something about it.
Ty, and you can DM me if you want. Did Heimdall or Ty ever mentioned anything about the Astral Phoenix or the Devourer for that matter? Thank you.
Numat will choose to believe him. He has no reason to believe he would lie to him like this.
Yumi, why are you
Come on,
telling
guy.
such a big fucking lie again?
Because
Because-
I accidentally the weave was broken by the fates.
Oh, wait,
Oh, no,
is that card
really?
that they made
Okay.
you draw?
The fates broke the weave with the cards they were pulling and messing about with. And I think the weave is the reason magic is so crazy at the moment is because the Astral Phoenix is not happy and it is lashing out. They have named it the gods or whoever the people that are trying to hide this is. I believe they named it Oryx. Is that what it was, Ty? Oryx? O-R-Y-X.
Yeah.
Oryx is what they call it, but it is really the Astral Phoenix, a very big one, and I believe the name I got when I was in the vision, the feeling, the knowledge was Ariathrax, the real name. Yep,
Okay,
yep.
so
And its cage is breaking, and it is not happy about being caged.
what that means that when it breaks free, there will be no more magic to pull from.
No, there'll still be magic to pull from. I just don't believe it would be limited.
Yeah, have you seen like what Tedros can fuck up with their magic on accident?
Yeah, that's because it's chaotic at the moment.
Yeah, but it's also limited still.
Yeah.
So what do you think happens when, the Federacies of the world get access to unlimited power.
They do whatever they want to do. And
You mean
someone
you
with equal
cannot-
unlimited power will stop them.
You cannot think that giving unlimited magical access to the rest of the world is a good
Of
idea.
course not. Not everyone's gonna be smart enough to do it.
Even if
gonna
there
be
would
there.
be any magic at all to pull from for that.
I thought you didn't like the gods.
I don't.
Then why are you trying to make yourself one?
I'm not. What part of that is making me a god?
Well, isn't the whole difference between gods and humans like unimaginable power?
Yeah, that's one semantic part of it. It's really more
I
about
thought it
being
was divinity.
immortal.
I don't know.
I do not wish to be a god. Just to put that out there so everyone is aware. I hate them and everything they stand for.
But you want unimaginable power.
Who doesn't? You don't have to be a god to have that.
You need to understand that this man is at the best at times running on like 4 hours of sleep. So manic is kind of his operating modus.
But he's correct. Being a deity or a god does come with a lot of power, but it also comes with a lot of restrictions and responsibilities. Things you have
Anything.
to look over and chain yourself to certain duties.
Anything
have
with
an-
amazing power, Ava, comes with incredible restrictions. That is the lie that's told to people. Just because they need the gods to have that power, like you rightly said, doesn't mean they can't really do much. They influence the world through their followers. But even people who aren't a god and have reached incredible, amazing power have had to sacrifice unimaginable things to get that. And probably cannot even exploit the full length of that power.
Yeah, they're limited.
But breaking the weave apart does not sound like a good idea.
I think that ship has sailed.
Yeah, the weave was gonna break no matter what. It was something that was
Then
going
where's
to
your power
happen.
gonna come from?
Break.
Probably the old
Be
magic.
upset.
There's magic a lot older than the weave. There was magic before it. It didn't just start with the weave.
You mean 3rd edition?
No idea.
Okay.
We'll have this conversation another time.
Well, I just don't like people telling me what to do, or what I
Yeah.
can and can't do. I want to do whatever I want, when I want.
He's like an anarchist.
The more you tell me not to do it, I'm gonna sneak off and do it.
Don't clean your room.
No,
Don't
it's
do it.
always spotless.
Stop
Never
doing it.
dirty.
So, for example, if someone told you that it would be a really bad idea to destroy the weave and end the world, or something to that effect,
How do I know they're telling the truth? How do I know it's not? Like, it's a good thing to do that. Let it free.
So wait, this thing you found on the other side of the weave, the Astral Phoenix, it showed you this, and you just believe that it is a good idea to trust
It showed me multiple things, really. Showed me people holding out in a siege. Some townsfolk holding out against undead. It showed me hordes and hordes of demons and devils fighting, waiting to be unleashed from... Did I get it? Was the Isle of Dead?
The Isle of Lost
Lost
Souls.
Souls? Lost Souls, yeah. Did I got that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, waiting to be
And
unleashed.
Devils?
I believe it was both there.
Devils too?
I think it was both, right? It was a mixture
There
of
are
both.
there are
fighting.
fiends that crash on the causeway of the Isle of Lost Souls.
Fiends, okay.
They're on the
yes,
causeway
good point.
specifically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be
There-
fucking anything.
We are waiting to get out over in the Isle of Lost Souls, so whenever that happens, that's a whole doozy for whoever's dealing with that one. But
Yes, yes.
I don't think it will be a hard problem, hopefully. I don't plan to be here much longer.
What is that supposed to mean?
Oh, I don't know if you know.
There
I'm
you
gonna make this place fly.
Oh no, you're talking about that idea. I thought you were talking about plane shifting.
No, we're getting closer. We're getting real close.
Oh, really? So it's gonna work?
Hopefully.
So wait, you're gonna take the town and fly it somewhere.
I'm gonna take the town and fly it. I had a vision of a town flying and me and my friend shooting stuff down at the bad guys. So that's gonna be cool.
Okay.
Who's that friend?
Oh, the Sultan. Great friend of mine.
Where are you gonna fly it?
Away from here, because we are sandwiched between Knowles in the Dreadwood, and we are sort of like, what's the saying, between a rock and a hard place?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have demons in Port Corvin and Knowles in the Dreadwood.
Is everyone gonna be on this town ship?
Pretty much.
Well, everyone in the vicinity. We
Standing on
have
it.
Burl here and Seaton here. I tried for Red Shore, but I haven't really spoken to them. And you said you didn't go that way, so we don't know what it's like over there. It could be fine.
The big issue with what Yumi is explaining is that we just don't have the defenses to hold out against any serious game.
No.
We have
The best defense
encountered-
is to leave. Get up
We
and
have
get out of here.
encountered close to over, 20,000 gnolls in the forest up north.
Yeah. See, we have Knowles north and to the south east, Port Torvin, I believe. And
So how are you gonna do it though?
oh, I have a plan in place. It's been a plan in the works. I have everything I need. I just need the facilities.
Okay.
It's either going to blow up the entire town or we're gonna...
Forgive me. I don't really want to tell everyone my plans. I met you like 30 minutes ago. You'll see.
That is true. It has been just like about maybe 30 minutes tops.
Yeah, but I met this guy 30 minutes ago. Are you the villain?
Oh, definitely not.
Starting to sound like it, isn't it?
Only on Saturdays.
I would not believe the Sultan to be best friends with a villain like this.
You said we were best friends.
That was ad-lib. I don't think he actually said best friends. I have to say. But friends.
He'd say it. He would. But yeah, no, I am not the villain. I have a duty to these people. I may be a little chaotic, but I have no intention of doing anything bad.
Medium chaotic.
I want to get them up and out of here.
Medium to, like, large chaotic. Not like in scale of, like, person height, but, like, just general scale of chaos.
I love that this sounds like a well-practiced like press release. I am not the villain. I do not intend to do bad things.
I do not have relations with that woman.
All right. As you are
Who is she?
at the end of this conversation, you see Ida is just inside the small sort of porch area that is undercover, clearly waiting for you. And as you approach, she just looks at each of you in turn. Come on, representatives are here now. Oh, the sort of formatting has changed a little. Not that that's hugely important. You all ready to meet everybody?
Sure.
Of course.
You know what?
We have a couple of new faces. I think they'll be joining the symphony.
Of course. Always. New faces being whom?
We have here the one all wrapped up. That is Nomad. The one with the big fringe. That is Sophie.
Hi.
And the one with the great hair and very imposing figure. That is Eva.
Well, lovely to meet the three of you. You have business with the council as well, I assume?
They're just tagging you along.
Sorry. Sophie mostly. She's with the refugees. They have
Oh, the new
knights
refugees.
among them and farmers, yes. They can tell you more about them than I can.
Okay, well, be prepared to introduce yourself and your companions in the meeting, but that is for more than just myself. If everybody's ready, let's head on in, shall we?
Sure. Lead the way.
And she pushes open the doors, and as you head through these like heavy wooden doors into the council hall, there's a wave of warmth and muted conversation that washes over you as people begin to silence themselves as you make your way in. The smell of damp cloaks in this little foyer of people have hung up their traveling cloaks as they've made their way in. Freshly lit lanterns just to better be able to see what's going on, flickering with oil lamps, and you can see they cast long shadows, and there's a flickering to the lantern light that is a little unusual. Strikes you as it's just every now and then, but you see it flickers as if caught in a draft, but as far as you can tell, there is no airflow. You see council members already seated around a large solid wood table. They also used to grave expressions on face, a few maps and ledgers. There's less people here than you expect, for those of you that have been to these events before. And as you step in, as I say, everything goes quiet. All eyes turn to you, and you see Eleander is the first to stand. Welcome. Please take your seats, and we'll get started in just a moment.
You're going to lean down towards Yumi. Why is it always so warm in here?
I can make it colder, it's fine.
Don't do it. They can't handle it like you and I can.
Get close.
Give me 2 seconds. Just gonna
Tedros is just off somewhere praying.
Yeah, it's praying. That's fine. Okay. All tokens for you guys as well. Eva.
Now there's 2 of me.
Double Eva.
Oh, is there 2 of you?
Eva.
I was just thinking
Double trouble.
Character.
The character you
Every
use.
time when Eva sheds some hair, a new Eva is born.
Don't know.
I will actually remain standing. Sit down.
Nice. Fucking
Okay.
like this guy.
That way, then. The
Hell
chairs are too small.
Well, it's mostly Nomad, so does not believe he's really gonna be part of this council. It's gonna be somewhere to left or right of you behind, so just standing there.
We're going to ask you all the location questions.
God damn it!
Standing up on the chair, hands on hips.
I mean, Yumi is a sheik here, so he's like, I guess he does have a certain authority. Even though it is a bit strange, he doesn't feel really apart, but
I'm gonna stand on the chair again, arms crossed.
Fade away.
Right, I think we're good.
It's a little dragon! I totally forgot about that little dragon!
Good old Khadidra.
Eleander
Good stealth check earlier.
Yes, son.
stands, welcomes you in, waits for everybody to take a seat, and will, I think, address you, Numet. Simply say, you are welcome to a seat at the table. I'm not sure who you are, admittedly, but if you come with the symphony, I'm sure you're here for all the right reasons.
I appreciate it, but I prefer standing. It's just something
Very well.
I'm used to.
Interesting. Sorry, I was just considering something. Either way, Eleander looks around. Welcome, everybody. Before we get started, for those of you in the symphony, you may be wondering where so many of the other faces that you've seen at these meetings previously are. We have decided amongst us, and we hope that you agree, that we do not need absolutely everybody for most of these meetings. We have instead decided that a representative should be here from each community, and anybody else that wishes to be here may, of course, be so as council members, but that any meeting can go ahead with at least one representative from each community. Thus, from Zeef as a representative today, we have Dahlia. From the community of Burl, we have Tuva. And representing, as agreed upon, the community of Seaton is Captain Kendry. See here, as representative of Saltmarsh, as well as Evil, is here taking notes on the meeting. Are we all
Wonderful.
agreed to this?
Of course, much better.
Feels like it would streamline things a little.
Definitely.
Now, to get down to business, and obviously the most pressing matter, also, as I was asked to mention, Calidra is here.
Oh,
Because
hey, Calibra, Draconic, you know.
there's just a small, there's a small burst of flame from the corner. I mean, like it's maybe a foot-long cone, you know, like it's more, but clearly, joyfully.
Adds a lot of smoke to the room. This is how we all get lung cancer.
There is no smoke when the fire is that hot.
Yeah.
No further comments. All right. And as well, first, I think this is probably obvious, but you have just returned from hell, like literally. Has one of you prepared a report?
Yes, you wanted a list of who is dead? So here is the list of who is dead. I hand over a bit of parchment.
For the sake of the council and for our own notes, would you please read the list aloud for the council?
Sure. List of people. We have... Oh gosh. Actual names? Oh, is this Zeef people?
That's all
That's
the...
all the champions and archers, yeah.
Okay. God. Okay, you did this on purpose. You
I take it they're not called Ian and Dave.
No, they're not. Oh gosh. Okay, first, Melgak, dead. Me, here. My simulacrum, dead. Thredros, alive. Thane, alive. Atha, oh fuck, alive. Kadika, might be like Atha, alive. Fucking Thredros.
Right? They're gonna get so much shit.
That's so bad. That's so bad. That is awful.
Maybe let's put them in missing in action, you know, MIA.
MIA missing currently. Kadika also missing. Coronel alive. Ilya alive. And from Zeef, all 16 gone. We have Khalid Abin Fajir, Rashan Al Marad, and I'll just look over my shoulder at Numat and then over at what's her name? The other representative. I apologize. Tariq El Samir, Sarim, Halima Bint Zara, Ilyas Ibn Harun,
I'm gonna roll a save to
Nadra.
check the laughing.
Nadra Al Fared, Zahir Al Kazim, Farouk Al Bajar, Samira Bint Khalid, Amin El Nazir. I'm just ramming up all these
Who are
names.
you calling a bint?
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah. Laith Ibn Omran, Sohail Al Malik, Asim El Zaid, Hanin Bint Karim, Najib Ibn Farhan, Omar El Zalim. That is the list of Zeef representatives, champions, and archers among them that did not make it. All of them perished. I regret that they're dead, but I thank them for coming along and volunteering. They were a huge help, and they will not be forgotten. And Bip, alive. Dagger, alive. Zilly, MIA. Sunny, dead.
You
And I'll just
you see that
roll the number.
Tuva was hopeful the whole time.
Sunny was incredible, and without him, I don't think it would have went as well. Even though we lost, it still went as well as it could. It was the hardest fight I've ever been a part of, and I've been a part of lots.
You
we
let that
committed.
old man Sonny fight?
He was a werebear. He was incredible.
What?
Mm-hmm.
There's-
May we commit their names to memory, those who have fallen. Or
Yes.
at least try to.
I have
Some of
written
them
down.
were quite difficult to remember.
Yes.
What
Yes, they were. I will keep this piece of parchment so if I ever forget, they're there.
You're only gonna remember Malga's name from that.
I would remember a few. But yes, that is the list of survivors and missing and confirmed dead.
Okay. So, not many made it back.
No.
How do you feel the endeavor went? Excuse me?
Sorry, repeat that. And I feel like what?
How do you feel the endeavor went?
I feel like we lost more. Well, we could have lost less. But I think having Jurgen back is incredible for us. But we did lose a lot of people. So I'm happy to have Jurgen back. I'm very thankful that he is back. But we did lose a lot in the process, which might hurt Saltmarsh.
My informants, you see Dahlia chops up. My informants around town that I have been sending out have told me certain things that I've heard around town over the last day since your return. There are people that are not happy that Jurgen is back.
Okay.
It is just concerning that people seems to be divided on the matter in such a rough time.
Which people? From any
Do if I
certain
gave you
camp?
their names. No, the opinion seems to be fairly evenly split across all people. Even
What am I
those
worried about that my presence is going to do here?
they are saying that your return came at too high a cost, and that your presence will attract more trouble.
How much more trouble? You know, we're already surrounded by demons, gnolls, and that doesn't even begin to start with what's below us.
I am simply telling you what I have heard in the town.
Then
You're
perhaps
right.
Perhaps what we should be focusing on is addressing the concerns of those individuals in some sort of address or counsel to the public to ensure that while we did, this city, town did have to sacrifice, and it is what it is. It's a sacrifice to retrieve a champion. That perhaps it wasn't simply just swept under the rug. Their sacrifices, that is. Something to appease them, change their hearts.
Pretty words may appease them for a time, but in times of crisis, the common folk, they require action from the people.
It was made very clear how dangerous it was, and those that went volunteered.
That's not what I mean. I mean, you need a demonstration of the benefits of your decision before the people will trust that it was a good one.
What they need is a big win.
Precisely.
They need to know that despite what we have sacrificed being great, that we will ensure their safety. That despite the dangers that are coming, we can still face them. We need to give them something like that. Something they will remember. I can address them all I want, but no matter what words any of us speak, it is like they say. Sophie says they will just only be words. They will be but temporary.
I don't know you very well, Jurgen, Dahlia says. And I have no opinion on the rumors. It's not my job. But I am interested to hear whether you think that your life was worth the 22 that are now dead or gone because of your return.
Jurgen closes his eyes. He's standing and he's gripping at the after the hammer. The head of the hammer is on the ground, so he's just gripping it. You can audibly hear that whenever he tenses his hands are around it because he's pulling at the leather of the shaft of the hammer the whole time, and he's contemplating it. To tell you the honest truth, I'm becoming dreadfully aware of the amount of lives that apparently are lost in the wake of my own. There is a part of me that would want to say yes, but that part is arrogance. The larger part of me knows that I can never fully repay their sacrifice. But I want to at least embrace the opportunity to try for them. For the captain, for the people of Zeef, for Sunny, for Zilly, for Alpha. The captain and his people took me in. They taught me the common tongue we all speak. And this town became a new home when I knew nothing. And so much has already been lost, even before I had to be saved. But I don't want to spend my day wondering whether or not I was worth it. I do want to spend them making their sacrifice worth something more.
As you say, pretty words will only last for a short time. Well, it's good to know that you're at least arrogant enough to maybe get the job done. So, that said, I believe next on the agenda is funeral arrangements. I'm assuming we will have something to celebrate those that are gone and to remember them by. Any suggestions, Jurgen?
For my people, whenever one died, it was customary that he be laid upon the great fire pyre at the top of the mountain. But since we do not have the bodies, I know I would like a headstone for Melgak, but I do not know the customs of the people of Zeef in how they would want their dead honored.
Very well. Master Yumi, any requests in place?
No, I don't think I have any, or my ideas would not really go down well. I think whatever Saltmarsh would have normally done. We're a coastal town. You send them out to sea or something?
No, they are buried, Master Yumi.
Okay.
However, as Jurgen did mention correctly, Dahlia, there are no bodies. Thus, I think we should have a day of mourning tomorrow to make sure they're all properly remembered. We can gather at the meeting stones. It would be nice if there was some way to erect a statue or maybe even a plinth in their honor near the standing stones. for them.
A monument with their names carved into it to the Battle of Hell.
And it may not be possible to organize it for tomorrow, but at least we can have something there and then raise it over the next few days, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I will find something. I have something in mind. I will have it for tomorrow.
There's a silence there, and you see Eliander says, very well. Very well. We should all be thinking about tomorrow as our first agenda, I believe. Moment, even in this hard time, to remember those that have sacrificed to bring us closer to survival, I would say. But let us all spend today thinking a way to tribute to the lost in the way that they would be customary to them. That business aside for now, we can return to that after the meeting. Next on the agenda, update on the refugees. We have some more that have arrived that I believe I am right in understanding that were accompanied by yourself. He gestures to you, Sophie.
They were accompanied by me.
Would you mind, as you have found your way to our council meeting, telling us, or introducing yourself to us and telling us more about yourself and the group that you arrived with?
I am Sophie, speaker for my congregation, chosen of the fallen Saint Cuthbert, formerly heir apparent of the House of Broswyn in the region of Gradsor. I came here because I heard of great works to amend that which is broken. Gods fall. It's in everyone's best interests to ensure they don't.
Ugh.
Or at least I thought so. Apparently some believe themselves above such trivialities as the death of summer itself. I come with a warning. If you are reaping crops for summer harvest, you should tear them out and reseed for winter. Summer will not come.
I believe there have already been provisions, or at least some, but in place for that. Tuva, would you mind speaking to the druids and the farming community about that afterwards? I'll make sure that's done. Very well.
We bring crop and spare livestock ourselves for just such an occasion, but we can offer little more than knowledgeable minds and matters of crops and strong, sturdy hands, able bodies and stiff backs.
You should integrate and talk to the people of Burl. Wonderful farmers. We've learned a lot from them already. Unconventional, I would say, as he sort of nods to Tuva, who just beams with a smile. But
Lord Yumi
not to learn about.
informs me that there should be a price for our joining your community. Is that so?
Strictly speaking, no. Informally, yes. He sort of gestures around him. Saltmarsh has grown exponentially over a very short period of time, with the people of Burl first, gestures to Tuva, and then Seaton joining us and becoming one, and of course we have our group from Zeef, which is very much welcome and has been a great addition. Much thanks to the Sultan. Sorry.
I understand that you're troubles are more material than financial. But coin was the only thing practical enough to drag with me.
Sure. But my point is that we do not ask anything of the refugees, only what they can afford. But our survival count is crucial that we all give as much as we can at this moment. However, do not give it to us. Give it to the people. Coin is becoming less and less of an importance in the town. As if people are hungry, they get fed. If people need shelter, they get given shelter. We are doing our best to make sure that people get all of their needs fulfilled. Do what you can to help people. If you can give us coin, it will go straight towards importing goods. And if you can, that would be amazing. But don't give what you can't afford for the moment.
I collected tithes from the people. We assumed we would have to pay one in order to join your community.
It
I
would be greatly appreciated.
I assume that 5,000 gold will suffice.
It would go a long way to helping establish the town further.
Very well.
It would be very well. Sure, it would help assuage some of the concerns people may have of another. How many people are with you, roughly? Do you know?
Roughly 120.
Another
Roughly.
120 people joining the community. Very well. Well, it's lovely to meet you, even if you are quite a serious person.
I hope not.
I'm going to empty 5,000. Well, 5,000 gold's worth of silver onto the table.
Oh, there's a lot of silver. This keeps coming.
Thank you.
Hope that helps. I can't see you anymore, so I assume you're pleased.
Mount more silver.
I would have rather done a little bit more properly, but that's fine, I guess. Masayumi, have you been informed of your new debt to the town? You paid that?
No, I just arrived, or didn't I pay you yesterday? When was the last time I paid you money? It was like 2,000. You took what I had.
You're fine.
Yeah.
You're up to date. Perfect.
Yes.
I'll let you know when there's another.
Oh, great! I can't wait. I'm
You
dipping
don't have
into
to
Jurgen's
taxes the
next.
shit out of you, right?
Yeah, well,
Well,
sure
it
going
was
to pay you.
it is part of the joy of being a sheik, correct? That you have extra taxation by order of the Sultan.
Yeah, amazing, right? All this for a cool title, amazing.
You're the man of title.
I can write to him and ask that he strips you of your title. Would you prefer that?
No, we'll keep it as it is.
Are you like paying rent or something? What's going on?
Oh, he needs to pay for the tower here that's being built.
Yeah, there's an agreement in place where I help pay for infrastructure and defenses.
And in
stuff.
return, his tower gets constructed somewhere.
Yeah, my tower's being built.
Like a wizard tower?
Yeah,
Is it big?
It
the
is.
payment is on one of the little offshoot islands here. It's tall.
And it's still under construction.
Is it like half built though? Could you go in it?
Probably the lower floors, I'd assume.
It is. The roof is on. Good stuff.
Ooh, that's a great start. No more rain.
The tower is coming along nicely, from what I understand. Although people dueling inside of it did slow progress a little bit.
What a pool inside his tower.
I'm assuming it would be those who I was teaching.
It was readying themselves to make sure they return from the trip.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
Oof. We should check in with Dagger, by the way.
He's probably drinking.
I can only go so far.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we should discuss?
There is one or two things. There's been rumors recently of flickering lanterns,
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
shadowed figures, odd things happening nearby. I'm not sure if it means anything. I think it is just rumors, but it might be worth it. I have asked a few of the people here to look into it. The mines have been secured. Manistrad is there, and thanks to the Symphony of Shadows, there's been no other attacks on the mines. In fact, Kiara has led a small group of rangers up towards the Dreadwood. The gnolls, since attacking the mines, have been surprisingly quiet. The sightings of them have stopped, which is almost more concerning than when we were seeing them on a regular basis. We're hoping they have just moved further north or somewhere else, but we'd like to know exactly what they're doing. So Kiara has taken people to find out.
Please tell them not to trust just anyone who walks up to them, because those gnolls have shape-shifting people.
If you would like to send Kiara a message, you are welcome to, but she has already gone.
We need to send her sending before she falls into that same trap.
Kiara is an experienced ranger and is obviously fully aware of the goings on at Burl. If you wish to message her, of course, feel free, but I trust her.
Sure, never hurts to have all the info. But okay, that is still disconcerting. Gnolls just moving along instead of coming to kill us all. Or trying to.
Am I right in thinking, from the reports that you gave previously, what? Let me, instead of clouding your judgment here, what was their business in the Dreadwood? You were aware.
They were doing a ritual in the Temple of the Dread Beast to bring it back, I believe. They needed a lot of blood.
They
But
were
am I
also
right in
looking
thinking that they
for-
couldn't find it?
I believe so, yes. Unless they found it and now they're pulling back. That means we gotta get out of here quickly.
They were also looking for specific individuals. I don't remember what the person's name was. She was also part of a ranger corps, right? Specific rangers had been captured, and one of them we managed to save. But then she got captured by one of the shape-changing gnolls.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember her name.
Oh, I mean, I don't know either. There was not off the top of my head, but all of the rangers got captured, bar two, basically, or bar
Bar one.
one of that unit. Yes, there's other rangers that didn't get captured. Those guys were specifically a group.
There were those rangers that they wanted in the end. We had managed to save one of them, but at the cost, me and Locktar were captured. And then when I awoke after a few torture sessions with them, we won't go into that. I saw one of the gnolls, one of the people of Dono appear through the forest with the person we had saved. But they then shape-changed into a gnoll. They had apparently some kind of illusionary powers. And they had kidnapped this person and brought them back. They were apparently important for some other ritual. From what I can remember, in between moments, I wasn't being, strung up or beaten. They were planning something, talking about something. There were also, aside from their leader, there was another gnoll creature there, not like them, different, something like I would hesitate to call it a champion, because I don't think it was was like a physical champion, if that makes sense. More like something that came forth from that demon god thing.
And did you? What details can you give us of this thing?
Powerful, like very something that something that I would hesitate to even fight against with our party.
Maybe, and that was in the Dreadwood?
It was in the Dreadwood with them.
Okay.
It
If you
acted-
do message Kiara, maybe you would want to mention that as well. Unless you think she already knows of it.
I don't think they know of it, but they might have heard the rumor of it from the other gnome. Moved so freaking fast, it was unbelievable. Anyway, getting off topic. We'll message Kiara with that news.
Very well. Do any of you have business you'd like to address with the meeting today?
Yes, but not like official. I think I just want to speak to you. It is in regards to the little guy putting down blue flags.
Very well. Is this
Where
a
is he?
secret, or can it be discussed in front of the council?
Right in front of the council, but there's people here I just met 30 minutes ago. But I suppose it's fine. Yeah.
You're
How
the one
come?
that brought them to the council meeting.
Yeah, but I still got secrets I want to keep. It's fine. How's it coming along? Is it ready, or is it close to being ready?
It's
How
not
are we
close.
looking? Has he found a place where he's gonna make it?
I believe so, but you will have to ask him. I don't understand much of what he's on about.
Where is he?
I believe on a ship at the moment.
Ooh, which one is that?
The small one.
Oh. Okay. I'll go talk to the guy.
Head down to the docks when you're done. I'm sure he won't be hard to find.
Wonderful.
Very well. And he picks up a piece of paper and quickly checks through his notes. Oh, I believe, before we wrap this up, it wasn't actually on the agenda, but I believe you had conversation or made contact this morning with the ship that's been at our harbor edge.
Oh yeah, yeah, they wanted to come in and trade like silk and some goods and stuff, and I thought wasn't gonna let them initially, but then we decided, we'll check out their ship. So, Gon, along with Thane and a couple others, are gonna have a little investigation on their ship to make sure it's safe, and then let them in.
Sure, well, if you think you can get a good deal, if they have supplies, almost anything is worth while at the moment in terms of fabric and cloth. We need building materials, whatever they've got.
Sure.
If any of you
Nope.
end up trading with them, sure, see if you can supply goods for the town.
I would like
Sure.
someone has taken all of my money.
Well, you know how we all feel at this moment. Wonderful. I have no other news for you at this time, I don't believe. Most of the people who were sent out scouting and to get reports have not yet returned. It hasn't actually been that long since we last spoke. But if everybody is happy with that, meeting adjourned.
Wonderful.
All right.
Great.
We shall meet again. Let's meet again tomorrow morning, first thing, to discuss plans for a day of mourning. I will put out the word We will aim to have some sort of ceremony midday tomorrow. Does that work for everybody? And we can all individually get as much prepped. It will be a ceremony. We will raise something by the standing stones, and we will gather there midday. Sounds like enough of a plan to be moving forward with, yes?
Yes, it does.
Great. I will see you all tomorrow at 8 a.m. for the meeting, and then midday for the actual ceremony. Great.
Wonderful. See you then.
And with that, people start to make their way out.
Damn, Yumi. People hate me in this town.
Yeah, they're stupid.
They're scared.
Listen, everybody knew what they signed up for. Everyone gave us a good send-off, and everyone was happy. Like, go get Jurgen. And now we got you. They're like, hey.
They realized the real reality of what they were going into.
No, they don't.
Like, honestly, me and Ava, like, we put on a brave face, but that fight was going scary.
It was, but I can see their concern. They just see the numbers.
I just worried that they need, like, 8 very capable fighters.
Yes! Shit, sorry.
What the hell?
I just fixed my old Discord account.
Great.
I'm back in, baby! Right, I'm changing my password again and setting up two-step auto-authentication. I might not be very
That's
present for the
good.
rest.
That's not. It's fine.
Very
Give me a
good.
sec, sorry.
All of the warriors who participated in the hell battle, at least from the moment that I've arrived, were brave warriors, fought valiantly.
Incredibly,
And,
yes.
and definitely their sacrifices shall not go unremembered. But just because a warrior goes into battle, even voluntarily and expecting the worst to come, doesn't necessarily mean they're not going to leave behind a family or children or even individuals that will be mournful for their untimely fall in battle. And if we do not address these individuals with some sort of peace of mind that we value their sacrifices as much as they miss their fallen loved ones, then what kind of message are we really sending? Yes, they're unhappy right now. Of course they are. Whether we send Jurgen and get Jurgen to make the city fly, it's not going to change the fact that they're not going to go to bed missing the loved one that was sleeping next to them, that their children are not going to go to sleep without their father or mother tucking them in.
But just general people worry that because those champions are now dead, that the attack that may come tomorrow will not be repelled. Fear is the mind killer. And I have an idea. Like you said, we should honor their sacrifice and we should make it clear that they will not be forgotten. But it should be not something so simple as just plaque. In my culture, though we did burn our dead at the top of the mountain, it is said that in the old days, in the days where Kurgur, the first of the Mountainborn, roamed among the people alive, among his tribes, they did not bury the dead the normal way. They instead found massive stones to honor them with. Giant edifices upon which they would carve the names of those that had fallen, and they would lay these stones together as a herd, that they would never be forgotten, but always united. I was thinking, perhaps, can find one such massive stone, not too far from here, and return it back to Saltmarsh to serve as the resting place where these honored dead can be inscribed upon. What do you think, Yumi?
Sure. If you think you could appease them in some way or whatever your culture did, I mean, that could work. But I don't know, this whole, like, show them, you know, it was worth it. Show them the sacrifices don't go in vain. Like, the next time-consuming thing we have to do is, Threadrose isn't here, but, like, we're meant to save Paylor. That's, like, the next thing to do, and for us to get up and leave, hey, we saved the god, that's why we got Jurgen back, you know, it's... I don't know. I'm just running a blank.
Perhaps.
But I'm open to more ideas. Eva's right. They are missing families.
Well, we also need to forget that, you know, the people of Seaton were not too long ago enslaved by those Earth elementals and Earth genie. Like, a large part of the population also came from the Shadowfell after being ruthlessly teleported there due to that incident with Vale.
Yeah.
There is a lot of fear and animosity. A day of mourning is what they will need first, and then a victory.
If I may, I believe a vital part tomorrow will be that this day of mourning is not interrupted by something worse.
Yes.
I feel like we should make sure that nothing like that can happen.
I agree with Duma. And we should also make our presence known. Walk through town. Let them see us. And ensure that we keep our eyes open.
Yeah. The
I
shadow
understand.
stuff, too, it's like, I don't know.
Hmm?
It's... There was mention of shadows, right? I hope that doesn't become a thing tomorrow.
Well, people are saying a weird rumor. Oh, I heard it when we were coming back from the boat. They're constantly just talking like Eliana said, the people are talking about that the lanterns flickering not because of the wind, but because there are spirits in them watching. That's what they think, at the very least. I don't know if there's any basis to it, but, well, you're very capable in the arcane, Yumi. Perhaps you can maybe see if there's something odd going about in the town, and together with, the very least, Numat and Sophie, you have two very capable people of detecting that kind of spirituality if you need to delve into that realm.
Yeah, you are correct there. The mat already sensed a couple of things.
You sensed an undead as well, didn't you, Numat?
I did.
Where are they?
We should check that out first, because my concern is, while not all undead are bad, speaking from experience, but most of them are not good. But I think, if I'm remembering correctly, there is definitely one skeleton in armor somewhere, which could be it, unless Zilly took it with her.
Yeah, it's
Oh! Yeah, that's like...
We'll have to check that one.
Is it like in our closet or something?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that the 24-hour period for that guy is over, so he's gone rogue.
probably. Yeah.
I
We should
forgot about that.
We should definitely check on that one, possibly now.
Before it runs out and stabs someone.
Because I think at the moment...
Wait, is this going to be like that situation again where we're going to find a dead body somewhere and Tedros tried to revive it, but it tried to kill us? Remember when that happened?
Sorry.
All right, let's go find this undead first. Take
Yeah.
care of that.
Go ahead. You guys do that. I gotta do something. If you don't mind, I'm gonna have to step away and do something.
What are you going to do?
You will know, because you'll feel it, but just, don't decline it. You'll feel it. Don't decline
Just
it.
accept it, bro. Just accept it.
You know what I'm doing.
That's how Jack got scammed.
I'm going to try something.
Hey,
Just don't decline it, is all. Trust me on this one.
I'm sidetracked, but I can still hear my name.
Different Jack.
Shit.
I'm gonna back away slowly from you now, Yumi.
Just when you feel it, don't decline it, okay?
Okay, come on, Ivan, Sophie. Yumi will catch up in due time. No matter. You know how
hop
he
off
does
this
it.
chair.
At the same time, the both small people just hop off.
Yeah,
And jump.
it's not that high. It's not that high. Jump.
It's not that high. From up here, it's real high.
I sprained my ankle.
I'm trying to convince myself.
Guys, as you exit from this, and sounds like some people are going to split off to get some tasks done. I think this is a good point to take a break, and I am.
All right, let's take a break. I need some water
So,
too.
as you exit from here, have a think whilst we're on break of where you want to go, what you want to get done. I know a few of you already messaged me a couple of things, but make sure you have something in mind for where you're going next and what you're doing. But other than that, 10 minutes, and we'll be back. Enjoy your break. Grab yourself something to eat. Do whatever you need to do, and I'll see you all soon. Does anybody have anything they need me for before we jump? Cool. See you in a minute. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It is lovely to be here again. All right. Let's jump straight back into it. If everybody is happy with this, I would like to jump to Master Yumi first.
Sure. Let's see how far he can fuck this up.
Thankfully, we haven't gotten very far. So if he explodes, we're right around the corner.
Okay?
I teleport away. Nah, I'll be alright.
Let me use a 7th level spell slot here real quick.
Use an 8th level.
The attack
mage
also
armor.
disappears.
Level change.
8th level mage armor, please. Thank you. That's the benefits of having 2 8th level spells.
All right. So where are you going, Master Yumi?
I am heading to the island, my tower, and the skull.
Beautiful. All right. You make your way.
Oh, so you actually
down.
pass us. Come on, us.
Just like speed walking as you're all just walking slowly. Excuse me. Business.
A thick mist is beginning to roll in off of the sea at this point, and you can actually barely see out over the sea, over the Azure Sea at the moment. As it's very low visibility. The waves are churning. There's a lot of white water, and the rain seems to have intensified, picked up a little bit as you make your way down towards your little island and cross the bridge.
Yeah. Sending 2 messages on the way.
Sending or message?
Sending 2 sendings on the way. Sorry. One to Threadrose, saying, "Hey princess, I'm gonna try and revive our captain. Please do not decline the notification. Thank you."
Roll me a d20.
Boom! Oh, I'm good.
You're fine.
And the second sending, once I send it, the first one to Threadrose will be to, the second one will be to Iliander, but I'll see if Threadrose says anything. Any reply?
I'm sure it will be something along that. All right.
Yeah. And the second one will be to Iliander, let me mark that off. Boom. Ooh, I'm good. I will sending Iliander, and I will say, "Hello, me again. The monument I can make out of ice, with their names on it, next to the stones. Let me know. I can do it. Secondly, I'm gonna try and get Melgak back." Okay.
We just dropped this bomb on you.
Yeah, and I just shuffle on towards the island.
By the way, to clarify one thing, during this monument, did I understand correctly that was be with the standing stones on
Yeah,
the
with
island?
the standing stones on the island.
Those things?
Yes.
They were suggesting it should be near there on this island, but it doesn't have to be at the standing stones.
I understand. I was just wanting to clarify that. Alright.
But-
I did get that right.
Sort of on this island somewhere. I would assume probably on the opposite side of the path, maybe so it can be seen from all of
Yeah.
Saltmarsh by looking across.
Oh yeah, that would be actually nice, yeah. Quite sad, but very nice.
Yeah. A good reminder. All right. Okay. You would get a reply. Okay, very well. Have you discussed that with Jürgen? He seemed to have an idea as well. Just keep me updated.
Just shuffle along. He knows.
I don't know about your eyes thing.
No, I mean, sorry, that was for like Iliander knows not to ask him too many questions.
Got it. Okay, you make your way onto the island. You see Coronel on the way, like looking over the standing stones, just seemingly, heavy traveling cloak on, but seemingly just getting himself acquainted with the island and Saltmarsh in general, having not spent much time here. But he gives you a small nod. Nothing more than that, unless you engage with him.
Yeah, I'll
as
just
you continue.
as I just stroll past and he nods, I'll return the nod. I'm like, don't ask questions, and I'll just keep heading forward.
So suspicious.
Yeah, for real. Well,
Like he wasn't gonna, you know. Like now
Yeah.
he probably feels
Yeah.
like he should.
you know, Coronel is a man
Yeah.
of few words anyway. Like he is usually fairly reserved.
But is he also not considered something like an inquisitor? Wasn't it? Isn't an inquisitor supposed to ask questions like inquisit?
Yeah, but inquire, I think is the.
Inquire. That's the word. Yes.
Yes. But currently it's not his
that's
job.
The new
Like he,
thing that Coronel does, he inquisits on everything.
he only does that when he's being paid to. And I mean, strictly speaking, he is not an inquisitor anymore.
That's
He
true.
has very much left that life behind.
You could say that he's a man with a resume, but not in the job that he applied for.
All right. You make your way down. The guards see you. Two champions of Zeef. You see they have the very strong faceplates on, so it's hard to get anything visually. But you can very much tell they are closely watching you at this point. And you see the skull just hovering over the edge of watching out to the sea. The front half of it is almost lost to the mist at this point already. But you see the slight golden glow that is Vorsian at the edge of the skull, still sat in his usual spot atop one of the eye sockets.
I will make my way onto the skull and sit next to him.
Yudi,
Greetings.
what can I do for you today?
I have a couple of questions and a request.
Must be serious. You wouldn't come see me otherwise.
Extremely serious. You're extremely old. Not in a sense of age, but you have been around for a while before. Ancient, maybe the right word? You were around before the weave, right? You're a Zakif? Giant skeleton. I know what your name is, I just can't pronounce it. Zakirif, is that it? Close?
No, the first time was correct.
Zakif?
Mhm.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
Yeah. Because I have recently learned and seen with my own two eyes what is beyond the weave, chained up or held against its will. Are you aware of what it is?
I am not.
Do you know? Okay. Do I believe him? No, I believe him. Okay, well, there is something beyond the weave
Very well.
that is being held there. It is currently not happy, so magic is a little crazy. You may or may not have noticed. You are quite unique in your casting. I just really wanted to know if you knew anything about it, but I guess you don't. Which
No,
is
no.
unfortunate. Are you sure?
I'm
Like,
sure.
you're just not gonna tell me?
I'm very sure.
Okay, now, do I believe him?
Roll me insight.
Oh, so close! Ah, the 18 rolled past there. This motherfucker. You know what? I'm gonna chrono shift this. I fucking need to. I need to fucking. I can't even make it. Natural. Nah, I can't even make it. Just son of a bitch.
+7 on that, by the way. Jesus.
Well, I suppose you don't know. Well, I guess what happens next won't hurt then, I guess. But, I guess that's all I gotta talk to you about since you know nothing. The other thing is, when you revived Melgak and myself before, You sensed that our souls were willing to return?
I did.
Are you able to sense if Melgak's soul is currently willing to return? And I will take out his amulet again, but with... Let me just check. Yeah, take out the amulet again, but like not hold it in the sense where it burns me. Just like hold it with something.
You see he closes his eyes, clearly in a way to concentrate, and the gold that marks his skin almost shifts, like lighting up, and you see it almost flowing like blood as the light moves around his body as he's concentrating. I cannot sense if the soul is willing to return.
So there's no guarantee this would work if I was to use the ability of the skull, Phoenix Rebirth.
Why would you?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if Verima would allow him to come back.
Malgak isn't dead.
What?
God damn it.
Cannot sense his soul. He is not dead. He has not passed to any sort of afterlife.
Well, now what do I do? You can't sense where he is at all?
Well, no, but maybe a simple scrying would work. He's certainly not passed.
Well, that has threw a wand in the works. Shoot. Right. Would one of your other abilities, like a divine intervention, could it do something?
To do what exactly?
Either locate him or show me where I can teleport to.
I mean, I would assume that yes, I think divine intervention would potentially be able to help you with that.
Yeah, so is that
God.
you doing that or to call upon someone else?
That would be to call upon somebody else.
Do we know
willing to help?
who? Oh gosh, no one. I don't even think I'll even attempt it. I doubt there's anybody out there willing to help me. I badmouth them all.
That is true.
I guess there's another thing I'll have to do myself, I suppose.
Really? You wouldn't be willing to give up on that for your bestest friend? In the
He's not
whole
there.
wide world?
Do you not have any ways to locate somebody?
Personally, I do, but like within a certain area. But I can't scry. I cannot. And if if I do what I normally do to look at stuff, I might get stuck. Now screw it. Keep an eye on me, will ya?
If you insist.
I will close my eyes, extend myself, and attempt to find him using the tree.
Here we go on the eighth session adventure, solo adventure for you. He's about to disappear.
You reach out. Roll me an Arcana, please.
I guess everyone is going to have their, faded away adventure.
Well done. You made the DC.
How do you even trust him to roll that?
Because that was possible to fail. When I say he
Yeah.
made the DC, I mean he just made the DC.
I don't know.
Yep. Nice.
If it's simple stuff, I often don't ask Yumi to roll anymore because there really is no. Either way, with this, go ahead and roll me a d20, please. Roll me one more, please. You're fine. Okay. You reach out, and it's almost as if you're transported into the mist in front of you, like this heavy sea fog of cloud that swirls, mystifying everything around you, making you unable to see, and you find yourself like floating inside of it for a moment, disembodied. Just you can hear the sounds of the waves below, the churning water, the patter of rain hitting into the sea. You can taste the salt in the air just for a moment. And as you sense this trying to find Malgak, you get an image starting to form in front of you, almost like the clouds parting ways. You see something that confuses you first. You see the sort of vague out shape of like land, a shoreline, a half-built tower, floating skull, two figs sitting on the skull.
It's the amulet, right? He's in the amulet. Fucking. Okay, I will come out of my little outer body experience looking at myself. Great. It's the amulet. How the heck do I get him out of there?
At least you know he is close.
Oh, yeah. But it hurts every time I touch it. How do I get his ass out?
Whatever you do, I recommend not touching it then.
No. Maybe I should get off the skull. I don't want to break it.
What are you planning to do with the amulet?
Bust it open. I don't know. I'm gonna see it. What I can do. If I have to bust it open, I'm gonna hit it pretty hard. Shoot.
Word of caution.
Of course.
If the amulet is the only thing that may be keeping him safe at the moment,
Yeah,
and you break
let's not break
the amulet, you may do more harm than good.
Right.
Just a thought.
A great one. A great one. You are right. I will think about it more. Brute force always doesn't work. Don't tell that to Jurgen. Shoot. Then I will get off the skull, find a little spot on the island, and sit with this amulet for a moment. I'll do a few things, but you can jump over if you wish. I will identify and all this good stuff.
Wonderful. Alright. Let's see if I have... All right. The collector doesn't really fall into my filing system very well. So I never find it. All right. We'll move over for now then. The rest of you leave the town meeting. I don't know if everybody else is sticking together, but let me just run through people here and see what the plans are, where we're looking to go, and then I'll get an understanding of where we can jump to. Sophie, are you with us?
Yes, I am still deleting and sending messages.
That's fine.
But I can. I've missed a bit of context. What have I missed?
That's okay. We can catch you up in a bit. But actually,
Okay.
what you've missed has you weren't there for, so it doesn't actually matter.
Okay, cool. So the meeting ended.
All I
and
know
then
is
everyone-
where you want to go now. Yeah, what you're up to.
What did everyone else do when the meeting ended?
Okay, then
We're
we'll jump to
with
something
you.
else first then.
Yeah.
I'll come back to you at the end. Eva, as the meeting ends, where would you be going? Idea at the moment?
I don't know if the rest of the party was going to do anything specific. Otherwise, I would have joined them. If they were not going to do anything specific, I was going to try to look through the markets here, because I see Dave is not very familiar with Saltmarsh, and actually, as a player, neither am I, honestly. But I see like a weekly market here, a green market here, the fish market. I just wanted to like look at know places and meet people.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of a change to the markets, but we can definitely get to that point. Let me circle back to you as well. Then I should,
Of course.
maybe started elsewhere. Mel, Nomad.
Yes, I think our little group's plan was earlier that we are gonna investigate the extra planar, people that are walking about, the undead specifically. So, and then I'm sure we're gonna walk around quite a bit. So if Eva wants to see the town, she can do that while accompanying us, I think.
Yeah.
So, and of course, Sophie is also welcome to join us as we investigate these other findings that I've sensed before.
All right, Jürgen, are you joining with that, or do you have something else in mind that you want to do?
I'm gonna join them indeed for at least the undead one, because that one was disconcerting. But I think you have mentioned, Nomad, that the other ones are other Celestials, right?
We have one was Celestial, since we figured out the other one was Sophie.
Right.
We have 2 Fae, 1 Undead, and 1 Elemental.
Well, I don't fuck with Fae out of pure personal reason. No, I will indeed at the very least accompany them for the undead, just to see what that is about, and maybe handle that. But afterwards, given that my plan for the tomorrow morning ceremony would require quite a bit of searching around to find the right giant stone to bring back, I would probably be heading out afterwards to try and find what I'm looking for.
Okay.
To put it into context, I'm going to be basically looking for the equivalent of a Menhia stone.
No problem. I'm trying to think about the best place to find something. But
I mean,
that's really fun.
Past the. I was thinking of just going past the marsh and heading north for some time.
I mean, of course, that's really the only option you have for that. I mean, closer to the Redwood is going to be your best bet for that sort of thing. In the marsh is not going to help, and likely around the farmlands, you likely have to go a little bit further than that. It will be a little bit of a trek, very, very doable, but a little bit of a trek to do so. But that's very fun. All right, for the time being. And sorry, just to be clear, I zoned out, I think, as this was mentioned. But you're sticking with the party for a moment, though?
Yeah. I'm sticking with them to check out the undead.
Cool, got you. Okay, Nomad, as obviously our resident extraplanar tracker here, at least for the time being.
Manhunter.
What's the plan here? What are you doing?
I will eat up. First off, unless was this all sort of like the counseling? Was that a short rest?
Yeah, you can have taken a short rest during that time.
Oh yeah, then I get my use of sense back. I think. Yeah,
we all get a short rest.
Yeah, you can take short. And all of you were sat in the council meeting discussing stuff for a long time, and the conversation before that. But you can certainly have taken that as a short rest if you wish. Yeah.
Cool, they get my angelic presence then. Everyone in the room gains 16 hit points.
Oh.
Like healing?
Oh, sorry, gains 16 temp HP.
Oh, temporary.
I apologize.
Oh, sure, I'll take that.
Yeah. And whilst you have that temp HP, you have a +5 to all saving throws and are immune to fear and charmed.
What?
Wow. That's quite something.
It's like my only skill.
And that all stacks with my aura too, right, Ty?
Mm-hmm.
Good fucking
Okay.
God.
From different places, yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna remember that if it comes to. But Namad will sort of focus again. But before he starts the sense, he'll just remind people sort of this will ping. You could say the closest one first. It might not be the undead. So it's going to be whatever's closest at the very moment. It is to clarify again, it's a sense that was developed in the wide deserts, and mountains, and steppes, not in a close confines of a city. So we might not get what we want first, but we will get something. And we'll use the sense again, of course. All the people that I know, I'll exclude. Use the sense again. Ping.
Okay, so all of the people that you know are excluded. Let me just double check this.
And whoever's the closest, I will ping.
Do you know why? Every time we bring this up, I'm like, I've just figured out somebody else that might not be.
I think these people are multiplying. There's more and more every time I ping.
Every time you ping, yeah, there is. So, just to be clear, you only know the direction of the closest, but is it only the closest one that pings, or is the only one you know the direction?
I think that's how it's designed. It's
Okay.
it's just the closest creature or portal. It pings that one, so I know where it is. The direct immediate direction and
Okay.
location,
That will be
distance,
to
and
the
whatnot.
southeast in that case.
All right. Say, do I know what it is? What is this one? Celestial Fae. That's a Fae. I've pinged up the closest one is a Fae.
And I said, sign the undead creature takes priority. If it isn't too much to ask, could you ping again until you find it?
Might complicate things in the future, but I will try if you think that one's not that important. It is a very close tie? The Fae?
Yeah.
The Fae is, though, very close. We might at least have to have a look
Right, where are they?
before we deem it not worthy. And
What
we'll wander towards where I found the Fae creature. Which I assume is the person over there with a leaf hair.
The broccoli woman?
Yeah, the broccoli woman, I assume.
I know her. I remember her. She fed us.
Okay, what's her name?
I don't remember her name, but I know we met her in Pearl.
I'm trying a few times.
What's her name, Ted?
It's Galia.
It's Galia.
Yum.
I think I know who your problem are.
Face is new and one that I haven't seen for a while. Come get some food. Please take a seat. And you can see there's what is effectively like a makeshift kitchen set up here. It's part brick, but mostly and like stone, but mostly wooden construction at this point. And it's very much like an open cooking area. So it's got a roof, but it's big sort of just open kitchen. And there are in this sort of area out the front where often there are fishmongers selling things in the day. Or in the morning up until sort of midday. You can see there are lots of tables and chairs and benches, just some of them thrown together, but thrown out here, all under like canvases and tarps, which you are familiar with. This has been here for the last few times. And there are people eating and some of them for breakfast, whatever, but just one or two people here at the moment. But you've seen this get quite busy around meal times. Have you eaten yet today? Come on, let me cook you something. Take a seat.
You haven't. The dwarf was out of commission.
What is out of commission?
Our dwarf. There is this dwarven fighter that they had called Fane. Apparently he was cooking for them, but he wasn't right feeling like being awake this morning.
What is her name again?
If you go over it, they show me.
Well,
What brings you to my kitchen today, loves?
Nah, Matt here was just showing us how his powers worked for detecting people.
And he
Very
detected
nature.
me?
He detected that you were Fae.
Oh. Okay.
It is a bit simplified, but basically I have a sense for the extra planar. So, we are just confirming who these pieces are, people are that my senses are detecting.
Well, if you're worried about Faye, I won't cause you any trouble. Don't worry about that. I've lived on the material plane for basically my whole life.
Yeah, you're not like the one I met in that the one.
Sorry, what did you say?
You're not like the one I met in the Dreadwood.
I very much doubt it. Don't live in the woods very often. Here. And she's already pouring you all bowls of what looks like stew.
Are they like to-go bowls?
Okay,
No, okay. Well,
Sit.
here, eat
She's
quickly.
already
and you can
ushering
go
you to
your
a small
work
table
again.
with benches.
oh, you, Uzgal, yeah?
And she has thrown into this like brick oven that you can see at the back, big, massive thing. She's thrown in several. You can see they're like bread, but like partially baked at the moment. She's obviously just finishing it off, and she brings over a large pitcher full of weak ale, basically, and starts pouring you all glasses of ale. And if you need any more stew, just let me know. Plenty of it.
It is. I thought there were still supply issues.
There are, but I make it go a long way.
All right, that's
I
good.
can't
to
have
know.
people going hungry. Do my best.
Lucky to have you, Sgalia. How's everyone else holding up, as far as you reckon?
Not great. A lot of whispers and rumors going around. A lot of unease. But I don't bother myself with that, dear. No point dwelling on it. How long will you be staying in town this time? Hopefully a little longer.
Here for a while, but we have to keep moving to ensure the safety of this place.
What do you know of that little kobold?
Oh, this is Ava.
Sorry, no offense, dear. I meant the other one.
Oh, Yumi.
No.
I thought Yumi was a gnome.
Oh, I thought you were making a joke.
No, the little golden kobold that's wandering around putting all the flags out.
Oh, that one. No, I haven't seen him, but apparently he's here for some sort of project.
I think
Oh,
at this
okay.
stage, Sophie is going to crutch her way into the room,
You guys walk fast.
or wherever they are.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting the joke. Crutches.
Apologies.
Fucking
Oh,
Rocco.
another one. Here, have some stew. Oh, you're definitely fattening up a little bit. Sit. Here. Stew.
Okay.
Bread. As she brings over the tray with just like very warm but toasted bread at this point. For the stew. Ale? And she just pours you a cup without waiting for a response.
Okay.
Feast. Fucking. If you need any more questions, just let me know. This will make you all feel a bit better. A bit warmer, a little bit drier.
Thank you so much. I hope I didn't offend with the talk of like extra planar creatures or the like. I didn't mean to.
You're fine. I am not too worried about it. There's a lot of odd folk. Be warned. There's a few other Fae in town. Up at the Storm Brewing or towards the Zarn Smithy, around that area where they have a little maker's workshop, you'll find Exilia. She's a satyr, I believe Fae as well. And then you have Daisy over at the potion shop, who is, I believe, Faye as well, although I'm not 100% sure of that.
Right.
You're going to be using your spell a lot.
Well, if I'm aware of them, I guess I could potentially just exclude them.
Both of them will be.
I thought you were
from
checking out all the
northwest of
extra famous. Then you want to make
Yeah.
sure they're not dangerous.
The other Fae are from the city of Burl. We've met them before. You haven't, but me and the other party members have.
Auxiliary
Oh,
is. Daisy was already here.
Well, if these are all, then the numbers do add up, so I think I can just exclude the Fae from now on. Until something new pings. Very well.
She goes back to the little kitchen area and is cooking away, getting things prepped and ready for later today. That sort of leaves you to your stew and bread and ale for the moment.
You know, in all honesty, I've never tried this stuff before.
I'm going to try and neck the entire thing of ale.
All right, make a con save. It's pretty low check. It's a weak ale as well, which is.
Oh, that's pretty low.
Well, if you're
Yeah, you're
within
fine.
10 feet of Eva as well, there's no +5.
If it's a weak ale,
Doesn't
Numat
matter.
will partake as well. He would usually
Yeah.
try to keep his senses sharp, but if it's weak, then it's fine.
No, this one this is a very weak ale.
It's a casual ale.
I kind of
Eva
drink the
will.
ale, and I probably have a knowing look towards Eva, like, man, this is just water.
Yeah, Eva will drink the ale, and it is indeed weak compared to the Asgardian ale.
Stuff they served over at Ty's Longhouse, that knocked everyone down.
This
But,
is
they're
got
not
a
really trying to
very
knock everyone
weird
out.
taste.
But halfway through, I am going to inquire into the other gold scaled kobold.
With the party or with Asgalia?
Well, I would ask her if I could overextend her gratitude or her hospitality. If I could inquire as to a little bit more information on this.
Oh, I
Golden
don't really know
scaled
anything
kobold.
about him, dear. I wish I could tell you more. He arrived by boat. He's got a little boat, barely visible amongst all the other bigger ships in the harbour at the moment. He's usually accompanied by at least one little metal dragon type things. Has a waistcoat, walks around, umming and ahhing to himself a lot. Nice enough fellow, talks very quickly, but really just keeps himself to himself. Seems to be wrapped up in whatever work he's doing, but I don't know. Town officials don't seem to be bothered by him, and he seems no harm. He's always polite. So we just let him do his thing.
Interesting.
He keeps putting all these little flags out, and she sort of gestures, and you can see they are like really small flags. They're like just tiny little flags, but like in the grass and just dotted around. Puts these little flags out as he's asked everybody not to touch them, but yeah. Other than that, he comes and gets food from me occasionally, and always insists on paying, despite the fact I don't usually take payment. But it's a welcome donation.
Thank you. And I will leave a gold piece as well.
It wasn't a hidden head, but thank you, lass. But I appreciate it nonetheless.
Thanks for the meals, Galia. You keep up the good work.
Numat gives a respectful bow before going to leave.
Alright, on to the next, which way?
I'll eat up a spell slots.
Numat, what do your Zephian ears hear? Or Zephian
I'll keep out, of course, the Fae now. It would be very unfortunate if a new Fae pops in right now. That would be
What
really
the
awkward.
fuck? They keep going up so quickly.
I'm
I'm not gonna
leave
say
a
too-
handful of copper and silver on the counter and grab the bowl and take
Bunch
it
of
out with me.
change.
Please return that at some point. Love, we
I
need them
will.
back. But you're welcome to take it with you. And with this, I'm not going to tell you too much here, Numat, but because I think you, Mel, know already. But the next closest is the undead.
Alright. He's all like,
I just do sense the undead, and he heads towards the coast, and then sort of stares at the water.
Oh, it's under the water.
What direction from here in the water would it be, Ty?
It's pretty central.
So like right sort of here? Or
No. It's in like of the heart of the main harbor. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll point in that direction, sort of central where Ty would say it is. Over
Under the
there,
arena, basically.
under the water.
Under one of the ships in particular?
No, just pretty central. As if it's sort of parked, sorry, not parked, harbored there as well.
You can get us a little closer.
I wonder, sort of.
On the river floor?
No, is it at the bottom? Like right?
Yeah.
So well, I would assume the bottom is. Yes.
I mean, it's quite deep, but you don't know how deep.
So there's a water zombie.
Well, it's an undead presence. I cannot really tell how large or small it is. It might be something bigger than a zombie. I just know it's undead, and it's at the very deep at the bottom of this harbor.
What are you all talking about?
Oh, hey, you.
What are you doing today?
I forgotten your name.
Tour.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
What
Looking for something.
Yeah. Did you guys happen to be had a fight with any undead recently?
I don't fight much if I can help it.
That's not really what I asked, but okay.
Why? What you looking for?
Well, my friend Numat, and I slapped Numat on the back on his back, but probably send him forward. Oh, sorry.
That's only bent a little before. Okay.
A bit lightweight. My friend Numat here has a gift for detecting things like Fae, Celestial, Dead. And he's saying there's one in the harbor.
Points a direction deep below. Deep below the water, in fact.
Should I do a quick swoop over, see if I can see anything?
Yeah, you can fly over, but if he's saying that it's deep underwater, you're probably not going to see something from the surface.
I've got good eyes, but I see your point.
Is the weather still sort of stormy a little?
I mean, it's still raining pretty. Yeah. Not quite.
If it was calmer weather, you might have a chance. But like, if it's this,
I can go down there. I don't need to breathe.
oh,
That's useful.
Yeah, it's weird. I still breathe reflexively.
well, I could guide you to sort of the closest point on the coast, and then you could just sort of directly head down.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking. All right, we'll do
So,
that.
bows to Atua, was it right? Atua?
That's me.
And Mars like, sorry for the disturbance.
Hey, all good, all good. You need any of my services? Come back and see me.
We'll do.
Has he done anything with his shop or something? What does it look like by now?
He's got like a little shack, but he hasn't really done a huge amount to it. No, he's been trying to help people as a a lot, and it's not the priority for building supplies at the moment. He's very much aware of that as well. So no, it's still just a shack, really.
I guess you could go on the pier, right? That will probably get us closer.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can just get plunged into it.
Oh, what you're saying from here? I should jump.
I will point directly at sort of where it would be from where we are. It's sort of the exact direction. How long? I know the distance as well. How far would it be?
250 feet, and then like 300 feet.
Down?
Oh, sorry, like 300 feet in a straight line.
Aye, well, straight line would be sort of 300 feet. Do we have any sort of way of contacting you, Jürgen, in case this is actually something troublesome?
Trust me, if it's something troublesome, you'll know that there's a problem. Probably by the lightning that's gonna hit the water.
Hmm.
Well, keep your eyes open for just random lightning bolts striking the water, and you'll know that there's something going on down there. And that I'll probably be heading back up because none of you can do this.
If it's right there, should we maybe get on this boat here and do it from there?
Is that the Symphony of Storms side?
Dagger's on it.
No.
No.
Well, I mean, they probably wouldn't mind us just getting on there, right? Too much.
No, of course not.
Yeah, so
That's probably good. Let's head on there.
It's a bit of a shorter trip.
Yeah, you can go pretty much straight down. Just to jump ahead a little bit, but you can get down there. Yeah, no problem. The water here is dark.
Good luck.
It does churn fairly heavily, and as you reach the bottom, the visibility down here isn't great. Go ahead and roll me a perception.
Well, before I come down there, basically how he jumps in, he goes, he does like a spin with his hammer, and then sets off from the boat with using his hammer basically as a way to launch himself even forward more, and then holding onto the hammer to plunge down towards the depths, essentially. And while I'm plunging down, I will cast the light cantrip on my hammer so that I have a source of light.
Okay.
And then I'll roll for perception, you said?
Yes, please.
Black Op die, doing fine.
The light is certainly a nice way to attract things to you in the depths as well.
Yep. I've never learned my lesson with that.
Yeah. As you get to the bottom, you see ahead of you the floor is hugely uneven. There is some growth. You do pass a couple of creatures on the way down, which is to say, there's a couple of merfolk and other sea critters that are around that you know are allied with Saltmarsh, making their way
I've
in
never seen them in person.
or out. Pardon?
I don't think I've ever seen them in person. I
You
know they
the
were.
storm brewing.
Oh yeah, maybe there once or twice.
As you make your way down, you roll me a. Do me a favor. Roll me a deck save, please.
With advantage because of danger sense or just regular?
Yeah, with advantage. That's right. Well, no, actually, without it, because you're not in danger. Somebody else is. You crash down to the bottom of the to the depths here, and you don't understand what's happening at first, but you crash into what appears to be some form of shell as you break through somebody's ceiling.
That is so terrible.
It's so bad.
You see as several merfolk just jump and swim for cover as you realize there are effectively sort of huts built at the bottom of the sea here where some of your aquatic friends have been living. And they look around horrified and then flee the sea quite quickly.
Oh no.
I'm like, oh shit. I didn't know people were living this close down here. I thought I was just going to reach the bottom. Oh, this is bad.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, I look at the shell and look how damaged it is. Oh, that's fun. And a sofa!
A big Jurgen-shaped hole.
You know, the giant fucking hammer first went through it.
I can fix it. I'm gonna wreck it. Smash.
And then look around. Oh no, I landed right in the living room, I think.
Quickly, dip.
Oh no, did I crush someone? No, don't tell me I crushed someone. Okay, I didn't crush someone. There's no blood in the water. Oh no. And I'm also probably realizing, despite the fact that I don't need to breathe, talking underwater isn't exactly a strong suit and not possible for me.
It is not.
I'm pretty sure that only that spell, breathing underwater, lets you also talk underwater.
There are, as you make your way out of this small hut, there is a door that is now open. You see these huts are beautifully crafted from what appears to be sort of
Oh no.
shell, but also large amounts of like coral and natural building material and stone. And there is actually a whole... the water at these depths is actually a little bit clearer than you'd expect. And there are sources of light that have been set up that are not visible from the surface. And it creates this sort of undulating, beautiful landscape of vibrant colors below the depths. Yeah. Largely safe from the currents and the sort of moving of the stormy waters above it to make this small oasis. And you can see not far from here, about at the point, you see a large ship. It is the remnants of a ship, the sort of partially decayed now, broken hull of a ship that must have sunken here a very, very long time ago, covered in waving algae and some seaweed and other aquatic plants from
Orals.
and you see a figure sat atop one of the beams of the ship, just sat watching you at this moment. This glowing spectral figure, the figure of an orc, large beard, and you can not hear it, but you can see the chuckles as you crash through somebody's house. As Deadeye's Draven, the orc pirate ghost, just watches you from his ship.
I was there for this. I remember now.
Mm-hmm.
It's all starting to fit together, and I'm looking at him, and slowly there's this recognition, and I'm like, oh, I fucked up someone's house for no good reason.
Yep.
I look into the house.
As you look around, there are Triton and Merfolk and a few of the other smaller races, lots of them starting to gather. And you think there must be a few hundred people that live down here. At least, maybe more.
I look into my coin purse. I look into my coin purse. I don't have much, but I grabbed the one electrum and the 100 silver that's still left in there. And put the coin purse in the house, full of this. Oh, I hope that pays for the damages.
You throw it in. You have a lot of people just looking at you, quite annoyed, but nobody says anything, and they are not getting close to you. They're all at the edges of your sort of vision and light at the moment, watching you.
I'm trying to do the hand wave motion of sorry.
If I lie down on the edge of the pier and stick my face in the water, could I see all of this?
No. It's it is a long way down. I think with your advanced eyesight, I think you could probably make out that there is light down there. You can see the light sources moving, but with the churning water and everything else, and it's a good ways down as well. Just so yeah, the lot block. But unlike everybody else, you can probably make out that there is quite a few lights down there, which would imply that there's more down there than you would first expect.
Have you guys got an underwater town in the gulf outside your town, off
He
the
says
coast.
to the two other new
Yeah, I look
characters.
at Eva, sort of a shrug.
It would be very unlikely that there would be Merfolk this close, I assume. But it's never impossible.
Dagger, who is a little bit drunk and at the
Oh no.
bow of the ship, tells you, yeah, there's fucking loads of them around here.
I stand corrected.
It was a whole thing with Sawagan and a big peace tree a while ago. The Symphony cleared out this massive fucking fort. There's a whole chart about it somewhere. I wasn't there for that, but I've heard all the tales.
To more of Eva's interest, that small boat that's closer to us, does that look like it could be kobold-esque in any way?
No, but you can see that isn't it. But you do see the kobold ship. Maybe that wasn't. I need to keep track of. There's a lot
Very
of
small.
That's the smallest one in the bay, so that's
Maybe
why
I
I'm
did
like,
put it.
yeah, maybe that's it? I don't know.
Yeah,
Pretty sure
okay.
that small ship is still like a schooner-sized ship. You know, that's.
Oh,
still,
it's even smaller. Okay,
Oh yeah,
got it.
but like everything's not to a perfect scale here.
Yeah.
It's, let's go ahead and for the sake of this, we'll say it is. Yes. Yeah, you see, this ship is definitely small. Like it couldn't be. You'd think it would be very difficult for any sort of medium-sized humanoid to pilot it. It also looks to be very much crudely made, sort of slapped together in a way that the others aren't. Like the others are beautiful works of art. This one seems to have been like made in a hurry, you know. And whilst there's some good craftsmanship there, it's basic. The other thing I would say, actually, I would say you could probably happily see this from where you are, is that there is a small dragon resting atop the sort of top deck of it. There's only 2 decks, and there's no mast to this ship. No mast, no sails. But a
So
very
it's-
small,
it-
tiny mechanical dragon on it.
So it's designed like a spelljammer, right? Because I don't think spelljammers have masts either.
Spelljammers can have masts, just to be a dick about it.
Oh, it's
But
Wind's on
but-
the side, I guess, maybe.
yeah. But some of them can sail as well. But yes, it looks closer to a spelljammer, but also it is still like completely made of wood, reinforced in certain places with metal, but with no visible propulsion system. With its size and the complicated mechanics for a spelljammer, it's unlikely it's a spelljammer. If you actually know much about spelljammers, because they are incredibly rare in this setting. Incredibly rare.
I just know that they're ships. They probably look a little different than normal ships.
That's totally.
Yeah.
I'll head over to Draven on the
Yeah.
water and basically look up at him and give him a thumbs up, like, you got it?
Oh, I'm fantastic now. What brings you down here in such a fantastic manner?
I'm pointing at my mouth in the water that, no, can't speak.
Gotcha. You came down here without a way to communicate.
Just nodding.
So, I'm fine. Can you get back up with that hammer?
Nodding.
Alright, well, good luck to you.
This is gonna be quite the swim back up because, like he did say, it's not gonna be easy. But you know, at the very
just
least,
walk up.
I have the strength for it. I think.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna start swimming back up.
Alright, no problem. Roll me in athletics. Just, you won't fail, but just to see how long it takes, you know?
Yeah, that takes a while. It's probably more of a swim of shame.
Alright.
Well, I mean, still 20s. I'm gonna look at it.
You make your way up. It takes you like a while still. It's even just going off base speed, it's so about 150, 200 feet up. You have to swim. Like it's a long way up. And with the hammer and swim speed and whatever else, it's the little bit of shame that comes with it as you are very clearly being watched by a couple of hundred people as you make your way back up. But eventually,
I have not ingratiated myself with the people any further.
Now you're not just the talk of a town upstairs, but also in the water. You know, like both towns.
I am
Under the sea.
also the talk of the undertown.
Under the
Which brings up a very good point: is that we should probably need a representative of these people as well.
Well, now they're gonna definitely need one if they didn't have one before.
They were just keeping to themselves before, but
Show up at the
Apparently
next
now
council
just raise
meeting.
minotaurs suddenly.
This
you
is an
know?
actual
Like,
war.
We need to talk about the Minotaur in the room.
it's an act of war. That would be crazy.
You're just sitting in that pool. Worry.
So is Yumi planning on bringing the ocean with the underwater village with us when we when we fly away?
I'm not aware of the details. I've only arrived recently as well, but he seems to have plans of quite grand measure. So might be. He's very powerful and confident in his power.
I would
He had like
assume
a
that.
giant fishbowl.
I would assume that if you'd asked him, he'd probably talk circles around you, and you wouldn't get a definitive answer.
Maybe. That might be the case.
They haven't been here less than a day, and they already know how to smack. I will, I'll probably surface after a
you
while.
surface and climb the side of the ship with ease.
Ugh, it's so weird, my breathing.
Oh,
Did you find the undead thing?
Yeah, we don't need to worry about him. He's actually on our side. He's pretty cool.
is that so?
Yeah, Undead Raven. He's like an orc ghost captain who has a ghost ship, and he'll come forward every now and then to attack demons. I think. Yeah.
You think?
Look, I had a very personal experience going down there. I'm not going back down there again.
You know, I lived 23 years before I saw any weird shit, and all of a sudden, this place is the strangest place I've ever been.
Welcome to Saltmarsh.
Perhaps that's why the divine beings blessed you with such perception, so that your scope of the world could go ever grander.
Oh.
See, Ava knows how to handle it. Also, we really need to get out of here before some very angry people come to surface.
I know how that helps me.
Should we check out other? There's still an elemental and one more celestial on the
Are you
list.
sure that elemental is on one of the ships? And she's supposed to be here.
Another celestial. Wonder if they've got answers.
Supposedly.
Well, as much as I like to go with you, I really want to look for this stone for the ceremony. I have to find the right one, and I have to go quite a ways to probably find it, because everything in the nearby area has been taken. Probably have to delve a little bit into the Dreadwood to even find it. So I'm not forcing any of you to come along if you don't want to, if you want to stay in town and explore. Or...
I need to collect timber for houses. So.
Dreadwood certainly has that.
The Dreadwood, from what I've heard, is also incredibly dangerous and... Well...
How much stuff can you fit into a bag of holding?
Like a decent amount. I can't remember the exact amount off the top of my head, but keep in mind that for a bag of holding, it also has to be able to fit into the there's an opening. It has to be able to
If you
building lumber in there.
if you open the bag of holding in your inventory, it'll tell you how many pounds you can fit in it.
Shit, that's a function.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new updates.
On your
500
sheet.
pounds.
There you go.
Let me just check. How heavy is a log in LBS? Okay.
depends on how big.
Right.
That's right. But
Apparently, a log, according to Google, is a few £100. So I can get probably one log into my bag of holding if it fits.
If it's thin enough.
Log.
It's fine. I'll just have Jurgen carry 14 logs for my one log.
Well, Jürgen already planning on carrying a giant stone, no?
Yeah.
Fuck.
So maybe you have to do with a bit of firewood instead to warm the refugees outside?
Why don't we
I'll do firewood.
Why don't we
I'll do
scrounge a
some-
wagon and
I'll
get
do a fuck ton
airlift
of
to...
scavenging in the woods when we
Why
get.
don't
From what I've seen of the terrain surrounding us, if we are going north towards the Dreadwood, there will be a lot of, well, as the name says, marsh. And I don't think a wagon will go nicely through that.
No, you could put a wagon through that.
Really?
We've done it before.
You could, we couldn't.
Wow.
before this
Is
descends
the-
quicker, you would also quickly be able to work out there is clear roads and paths through the marsh that have been built up over many
Yeah,
years.
I was about to ask, is there a road? I was about to
Yeah,
ask.
it is. There's a path that goes north through the marsh.
I guess we could take that then, yes. A wagon might be good.
could
We
have-
might actually be able to procure something.
Alright.
Airlift, pull the wagon, so we don't have to do it.
We'll have to find Ada then and see if there's also beast of labor available.
I'm saying I could have my Pegasus pull it.
Oh, that's perfect. Then I'm pretty sure we can secure a wagon. Let's go visit Ada and see if there's a wagon available. I remember this correctly, right? Ada is the one you go to if you want to like get something for the town that you'll later return, like a wagon.
Yeah, Ada is your best bet.
Let's go. She's probably still hanging around the council. I swear, that woman lives there.
One moment, just before we go any further too far. Now that you say the Fae are fine, the Elemental is good as well, and the Undead is cleared, I would like to use my ability once more just to see if anything else has popped up. I will exclude this other Celestial, I guess, as well.
Which other celestial? Oh,
Well, the second Celestial I will exclude them for now as well. I just want to make sure. So I will eat one more. This time a second level spell slot. I ate up all my first level spell slots.
7 demons ping.
So, well, it would be just the first nearest one.
The first demon ping. Then the second. And the third.
So I will hone again or focus my senses. I want to just one more time see, excluding all the people that we don't know of, and that second Celestial, because that's apparently not important.
you pick up
Jeez.
one more. The next thing that you pick up is
What?
forgot about something.
Oh my! Every time I use this, I remember something. What is this ability? This power?
Man, looking through his NPCs.
Oh,
like,
God.
what the fuck?
Yeah, but you're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
hate
there was
this
that
one.
other extra planar creature. That
Well,
other
no,
one that we
technically there is a small band of rum goblins. in
Oh, I gotta remember that too.
yeah, rum gremlins.
Is this
I think they're
what
called?
Is this what
Um,
happens after many years of D&D campaign? Just a
Yeah.
whole bunch of shit accumulates in your hometown.
However, I'm going to give you a slightly different one. You will pick up on some Fae. I know where they are, and I actually don't think they're the closest to you anymore. But hasten to add that there is technically, I would say, about 20 more Fae in Selmark.
Good God!
However, what
That's
you
a
pick up
lot.
at the moment is one Celestial. From
and all of
Oh,
these people
the third
came here within the last 2 weeks, yes?
No,
No.
Oh, okay.
No, not all of them. No.
Okay,
Some of
cool.
them. But some of them have been around for a long.
Okay.
Yeah. To the east, slightly northeast, there is another celestial.
Jesus Christ.
And I can confirm this one has only arrived now recently and not was there before.
Yeah.
Or okay, well,
To the knowledge of the DM.
to my knowledge.
To the current knowledge of the DM. Let's say it like that, because
okay.
then it's
Well-
like, oh wait, no, there was another angel.
I will perk up and go like, it seems we have a new arrival. So to the northeast, there's within a mile at least. So how far exactly away?
Let me just measure. Did you say exactly?
I suppose, according to the sense, I know exactly how far they're away.
1,932 feet.
A couple thousand feet to the east. I just want you to say it. A couple thousand feet to the east. We have a new arrival. A new celestial, seemingly.
Alright,
We have not sensed before.
we really need to talk about immigration laws in this town.
Never wasn't there before, I can say that with a guarantee.
Look, I don't hear screaming, so for now I'm gonna assume it's fine.
Are they
Okay.
trying to come to my plane illegally? Send them back, I say.
You might be here illegally.
Shit.
Should we not at least notify someone?
Look,
Maybe investigate?
I did a
We're not doing
brief
it
holiday.
ourselves?
I went on holiday to heaven. I came back. I was born here, I promise.
Okay.
Alright, oh, you're right. We should check it out. It's just that, more than likely, they're gonna be harmless. But let's check it out. Let's lead them out. Let's see who this last person is.
You follow your trail. Tracking down
My
this
bloodhound.
new celestial Numat. And it leads you into the southern part of the refugee camp. As you follow
Southern part.
your track, you can't help but get to a point where you have to stop. As you look around, trying to narrow down, there's a lot of people here going about their daily lives. There's a lot of people working and sort of moving things. You know that gradually all of the refugee camps are like moving into more permanent structured housing here and constantly building and improving things. So there's a lot of just activity going on, as well as people cooking and cleaning and trying to live their lives. And as you spend a moment trying to figure out like which one the source is actually coming from, you realize that it's coming from a sort of central location. There's an area almost like a circle with tents around it, like a common area. And there's a group of children playing in the center, about 5 of them, kicking this ball around. And it takes you a moment to realize that it isn't any of the children, but rather the dog that sits in the middle of the group
Huh.
of children watching them.
Seems we have quite the peculiar guest. It's a dog.
I mean, I know dogs are magical creatures, but
Well,
you serious?
Are
I
they?
think this dog certainly has earned its place among the heavens.
Huh. I guess it is
the
true what
goodest
they
boy
say.
we
All
ever
dogs
met.
do go to heaven.
Yeah,
See, I was right.
I guess this dog is certainly celestial. Oh,
No, it's a good boy. Or girl, I don't know.
As you approach the dog a little closer, it turns, hackles up, and starts to growl and bark at you.
who?
Hey.
Me? Jürgen?
All of you,
Oh.
as you approach.
Oh, I sort of lift my hands.
Yeah, that always will do. Like, easy boy.
There's a woman to your right who's busy like scrubbing some cloth in a bucket with a board. He just looks up at you. Don't try and get close to that dog. None of the adults can get close to it. Fine around the children, but doesn't like adults.
Huh.
Sort of. I sort of look down to Eva. I don't want to assume, but maybe I'm not sure. Maybe it cannot really tell the difference, you know.
You were speaking the same.
I apologize. I don't want to. I didn't mean this insulting, but you know, just could be.
Can I approach the dog and?
Roll me an animal handling check, please.
But I'm not good at that. I'm good.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah, exhausted too. But 2 11s.
Lovely. Luckily, it's just 17 is pretty good. You start to approach the dog, and it is very cautious of you, but it does let you get a little bit closer. What are you doing as you approach? Like, are you doing anything to try and...
I'll do the very like keeping my trying to be as unaggressive as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like just trying to reach out, like to do just the like my one hand, gloved hand, armored gloved hand in case it tries to bite me. Actually afraid of dogs in real life, so this is really traumatizing.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not know.
You as well.
Apologize. I did not know.
Then I just try to go for a little pet on the head.
It like backs away from you a little, and as you go to pet it on the head, it's going to jump at you. And I need a strength saving throw.
But I'm not good at that either.
Well, you have 3 million right now. You have like a +5 extra from Sophie as well. So it's like
I'm
a
not good at
29.
this either. It's a plus 18. It jumps at you, and it is enough to not be knocked over. I'm actually not sure what the DC on this is. Anyway, either way, it jumps up, puts its paws on your like shoulders, and you aren't knocked back. It doesn't do any damage. It just jumps at you, like to get a better look. And it's like in your face at this point, like breathing heavily as it just tilts its head and looks at you. And go ahead and roll me a persuasion, please, with advantage.
Oh, guess take the
We'll
first
just
one.
we'll just take the first one.
Oh, 17. That's
17. Okay.
22,
plus the
28.
11. Damn. Okay. With that, it like stop. It will like just pulls its paws down and just sits and just looks up at you. But it is no longer growling or seemingly aggressive.
Way to go, Ava.
well done.
Mm-hmm.
You have made friends with the celestial dog.
We'll just sit there and watch you. Doesn't say anything, but that is where we'll end the session for today.
Okay.
God damn it, Ty. Stop putting weird celestial in this.
I'm just going to say that the second they all start fucking with the dog, I'm just going to go looking around for whatever owner might be around if there is one.
All right.
Anything?
Just to ignore the dog, go straight to the humans, ask questions.
I guess maybe you could ask the refugees if there's any sort of like where did this dog come from, right?
Yeah.
Instead
So
of doing
that's what
that,
I've been
I mean,
doing whilst Eva's been getting mauled.
You absolutely can do that, but just as a supplementary thing. Sophie, roll me a religion check, please.
I will do that. Religion.
Religiones.
Nice.
I will send you something
Nice.
for next session. But we'll start the next session with that. All right, beautiful. That said, thank you very much for playing. We're going to do a star and a wish before we all run off. So, Sophie, give me a star and a wish, please.
My star is gonna go to Jurgen. Because I like his immediate go-getter attitude, having just been reintroduced to the campaign. And
Real.
yeah, and my wish is that I am less distracted for next session, so that I can pay more attention to what's going on. And But if we're looking for a more constructive wish for actually in-game stuff, then my wish is that we meet a whole lot of nice, cool people in this town and do some RP, which we have been doing, but more.
All right. RP, got it. Easy peasy. Thank you. Eva, star on a wish. Would be great.
Yeah, my star is going to go to Numat for just the constant use of planar senses and just leading us all around town, trying to figure out where all these people are.
That's been very
It's
interesting.
It's good to rule out the possible potential threats. It also gives us some insight into the kind of abilities that Numat has.
Mm-hmm.
It's really interesting.
All right, awesome. And your wish moving forward?
Yeah, I wanna find out what's up with this dog.
What that dog
Very
doing?
interesting.
What that dog
doing?
And I also want to meet
No.
Salazar. I have some questions for Salazar.
Wait, are you not
Open up.
technically a small creature, DJ?
Yeah, so this dog, depending on how big it is, because Eva's only 3.5 feet tall.
You can try that.
I can.
The-
I don't
the-
know. I don't.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't think I want to mount a dog mount though.
It's a celestial.
Your Pegasus will get jealous.
Yeah, true.
And they're intelligent, like 10 intelligence.
Mastiff is a medium dog, but that's obviously like a really big dog, right?
Wait a minute.
So I think this is probably a small dog.
Hi. What's the intelligence score of the Pegasus? Just double check for me.
Well, I think the spell increases the intelligence.
It
no?
says it. So the Pegasus is smarter than me. Is what is happening here.
Yeah, I know what that feels like.
Oh god.
If it helps, you're equally as intelligent as the dog.
No wonder you
Nudge,
understand
nudge,
each other
nudge,
so
nudge.
well, you know? No
Yeah,
wonder
we're on the
that
same
works out.
level.
It's
Yeah,
recognized as a kindred spirit.
It's all instinctual. Thank you, Ty.
It will absolutely hate Yumi then when it finds.
Jürgen, star on a wish.
Ooh. I'm gonna give my star to Yumi for basically just being Yumi even more in the session. Like the hits don't stop coming, and there were just moments where I saw you just leave because you were like, "Well, these people are gonna be talking for the next hour, so I might as well go get something." But yeah, I'm really liking it, and I'm liking, of course, the fact that Jurgen is back for all this, so that's great. As for wish, I really wish I could make people like me again and not hate me. Maybe I can find a nice seashell for those people who doesn't.
Enroll in intimidation. You will learn to love me.
That will be actually really good at those. I get advantage on those, but I don't want to love them to love me by fear.
Get people into loving you. I'm sure that will go really well.
Don't worry, Jurgen. I'm pretending to love you right now, so we'll just have some fun.
Shut up, you cripple!
Hey,
Wow.
Completely
no wonder they all hate you.
unnecessary.
We mu-
Yeah, I can see it.
Just show a little respect to Saintly Sophia of the Silver Tongue here.
The Matt. Give me a star on a wish, please.
Man, great session today. Loved it all. Difficult. I give it to the Threadros for being so silent. No, I'll give it. I think I'll. Sort of. Yeah, I think I'll give it to Sophie. I think there was some good roleplay there, and then like I mentioned at the start, as Numad,
there was some nice wisdom during the council meeting as well that you added, and I think in general it was good to have you here. So some good stuff.
Who said
And-
lawful good couldn't be fun?
Right. And my wish. I think I would like to have a little bit of an excursion with Jürgen, Sophie, and Eva out to the north into the marshes. I think that could be fun.
Sounds like fun, yeah.
Road trip.
Yeah, a little road
go.
trip. Little getting kidnapped by gnolls and getting tortured. That's
Hey, nothing like a road trip to get us to know each other, right? Let's go.
Yeah.
Maybe. All right. Perfect. Thank you. Yumi, star on a wish, please.
I will give my star to Jürgen for the landing on the poor merfolk's glass roof and shattering right through into their living room.
And I did the Iron Man landing in there, full on.
Yeah, they're sitting on their sofa just watching like a minor illusion of like the symphony doing silly stuff, saying, they're at it again. Douche down and through the roof. Disturbing family time in the living room.
Just think of that meme. It's like when you're in your living room, it's improbable to be attacked by Minotaur, but not impossible.
Yeah.
Jürgen smashes through.
Yeah, like just Draven, the orc Draven, just sitting there watching the whole thing happen, and just like what is
you
happening?
can see in the distance just Jürgen coming crashing slowly like a meteor. Like, oh, that's Jürgen, isn't that?
To be honest, right, it is like one of those horror scenes because like Jürgen casts light on his hammer and he just sees this light coming down. You can just hear in the background, the
Actual meteor again.
crescendo building up as he's coming down towards the ground. I am happy I just crushed one house and that my landing wasn't like a fucking earthquake for those people down there. Just
Move the
bomb
continental plate.
Also, tsunami, the entire salt marsh dies.
There may be consequences.
Oh no.
At the next council meeting, we already know.
So we heard it all. Something happening, Jürgen. There's a very angry fish at the fishman at the meeting as well now. It's like glaring at you.
I'm sorry.
God damn it, Jürgen.
Yeah.
You have been back for one day.
The merfolk are pissed off at the town of Saltmarsh. Who did it? It was Jürgen. Oh, we were right about him. Oh my god.
No, there was another Minotaur, giant blue and that's a massive hammer.
I'm sorry
Did
to
you
cut
say
this
you were
off,
the
but
last one? What's going on?
Yumi, what was your wish? Sorry, you started Jürgen.
My star goes to Jürgen, and my wish is to see what happens with us. Identify if I can get Melgak back out of this amulet.
Yeesh. All right, well, we'll find out next time. Guys, thank you very much for playing. You mean lawful? Damn. We are going to go raiding because we're a good little band of orcs, so please do come with us. We're going to go check out TPK Tuesday with the Crowned DM, so come send this guy some love. Great streamer. But thank you everyone for being here, and we're going to leave it there for today. We'll be back. We'll be back Thursday with Runner's Rise, of course, and then Friday. There is no South Night City this week on Friday. If you were around last week, you will know that I TPK'd the party, which is eventful. But we will be back on Saturday with more of the Dust and Blood world with Beasts of Berghoff, where we are going to maybe watch them try to massacre a church, which is going to be great fun. All right. Until then, have a wonderful time, and thank you very much for watching. We will see you next time. Have a great time, man. Raid, send this person some love. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Raid.
Alright, I'm ready, guys. I will see you all next week.
Of our games.
Okay.
Take care.